welcome to tonight's session of Curse of Strahd. Before we begin tonight's game, and as far as announcements go, there's no Tommy tonight. I will never call him Lortomas because he's having some computer issues. We hope that they will be fixed by next time. Yep, we hope so. And then he'll be back, hopefully. Apart from that, follow us on the socials. And I think that's it. I think.
Hey, maybe check out Lost Mine in Your Icefire Peak on YouTube. It's mine. That name right there, at Meyore. We stream on Mondays and upload Thursday, Friday-ish.
And all the thumbnails look amazing.
Thank you.
Beautiful thumbnails.
And Interdimensional Library.
Yeah, that's
You're shouting it out for Baka. Nice. Okay, yeah, that's it though, right? Ginge, do you have anything that you want to shout out?
Nope.
All right. Cool.
Hey, you guys aren't gonna see this until the day after, but I'm gonna be streaming Dark and Darker until that playtest ends. So tune into my YouTube channel.
Grizlocke on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm looking in the Roll20 like chat journal thing for not the DM account but the other account, and I see the handout for Gertruda.
He did.
Sad day. Yeah. So,
Don't laugh so maniacally. You're the one that killed her.
in terms of the recap, I'm gonna do something a little different this time. Baka,
Yes.
you hurt me. Okay, so instead,
Why?
what you're gonna do today is
What'd I
you're
do?
going to think of a question
Okay.
with an answer.
You see, I was like, I should think of a question in case that happens. I didn't.
So think of a question and then ask it, and then we'll all DM you the answer, and whoever gets it the least accurate loses and has to do the recap.
So, most people will know what my favorite monster is. So to make it easier, or not easier, but more even, what's my second favorite monster of D&D?
I have no idea what your favorite monster is. I'll just say that right now.
Oh, the favorite monster was Purple Worm. Let's get that out of the way.
Yeah. It's the second favorite monster.
Are we including homebrew?
Let's not know.
I gotta access the interwebs real quick. And,
Okay. I'll band while you're looking. So how's everybody's day going?
Pretty good.
I got it. All right. That's the one I was looking for. I couldn't remember the name.
So for those of you unaware, every time I DM a game, there is a purple worm somewhere in the world.
Was there a purple worm in Icewind Dale?
Yep, it showed up. It showed up once, and then it was alluded to twice.
But they didn't fight it.
No.
I feel
Are
like
we
I would have
DMing?
remembered
Riz really wanted to.
I really wanted to because I was like, it's just gonna destroy the 10 towns if we don't. But anyways, are we
Yes,
supposed to say it out loud or DM you?
DM it.
You can
Okay.
DM me.
It has been DM'd.
Yeah, there was a mine shaft that went down to the Underdark. It came up through there. They heard the rumblings of it and left. They're like, no. And then when they were running through the ice fields from the bullets, the purple worm came and ate one. And then they followed its trail because it had destroyed one of the towns. I am going to give this to Equa because it is the Hydra, and he guessed the false Hydra.
But
Wait,
you know
so
I
it's-
was actually
It's
right.
whoever is the least correct
No, you
has to
weren't.
do the recap, right?
Yes,
So I was the least correct.
you were the most correct.
So who was the least correct?
The least correct. Because we also had from Meyore, we had the Flump, which I'm going to say is the least correct. We had the Wraith from Genji and the Succubus from Grizz. I'm going to say the Flump is the furthest from a Hydra.
Okay, so Meyore, you're doing
It's
the
a
recap.
Meyore.
Shout out
I mean,
to
come
me
on,
for
this
getting
got
that
lots
pretty
of
good,
tentacles,
though, right?
That's kind of like all the Hydra.
Yeah, that's true. There's multiple tentacles.
Oh my lord. Uh, you're gonna get the super TLDR version because I kind of don't remember some of the stuff.
That's okay.
Uh, well, most of the group ran away from guards. Good old Malin managed to make it to the church and tried to grab Alarn's body, but good old saber-toothed tiger riding Richtofen, or Rictavio, um, rode by, asked what was up, and then said he was taking Alarn's body to a tower. Uh, Tia managed to sneak away from some guards, but then ran into a vampire before brutally assisting in the murder of this guard with vampire. Roderick was captured and put in the stocks, where it looked like he almost got executed right then and there, but good old Burgomaster didn't kill him. He just left him in the stocks, and he was able to talk to young Keanu Reeves, who relayed that Roderick was back, or he was in the stocks. He managed to get that message to Malin. And Garfantis was running off in the woods where good old Papa Strahd showed up and tried to turn him against the party and telling him not to trust anybody. And then shortly after, a new dwarf, what is my name again? Gundrick,
Not even he knows
showed
his
up
own name.
and said that he was looking for a little girl who had been lost from a camp to the south of Loki, and the two of them decided to work together to find the girl and get her home safe. And then Roderick continued to be in the stocks. I believe Tia did eventually make her way to the church. Yes. No. Well, Malin and at least Irina were thinking of plans to save Roderick. Oh, okay. Tia did make it back, so I remember her and Malin going back and forth over it. Yeah, so they decided to go speak to the toy maker, Blinsky, who did not end up being as much help as they thought he was, and decided, I believe, to try to save Roderick at night, I think was the plan. Don't remember much past that.
That was the plan. Yeah. So you're pretty accurate. The only thing that I think that you missed was that Melee and Tia went to go see Blinsky and his monkey Piccolo, which I think you're technically no. You went back to the church. You went back to the church afterwards, with a little distraction machine and a little bit of new information about Madame Ava's reading. So we are going to start with Gar and Gundrick, two G's. For reference here, because I may have run on the map where they should be. So Roderick is all the way over here. That's where you are, Roderick. The church is here. That's got Tia, Malin, Irina, and technically Draugden's dead body is there as well. But Gundrick and Gar are up here, and you're technically moving this way. So, as you guys walk through the forest, following Gar's trunk nose, is there anything that you guys want to talk about or do?
And then there's Tia. She's a little cat. She's kind of nice, but she's afraid of a lot of things too. So sometimes you gotta push her along. Roderick's newer. I don't know much about him, but he seems pretty okay as well. Do you have any friends?
Oh, well, And then he'll kind of whisper a little bit. I think it is okay to tell him. He seems good enough. Well, there's my babushka.
Are you talking to yourself?
Oh, no. My babushka, she talks to me, and she helps me fight sometimes, and gives me good ideas.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'm sure you'll see her soon enough.
All right. Well, sounds a little strange, but If you say so.
Oh, don't worry. It surprised me too the first time I saw it. uh, but yeah, I would just be wondering how close we were getting, I guess. Has the smell gotten any stronger?
I can only assume a little bit.
On your natural 20, you know that you're going in the right direction. You're picking up on the slight traces of it that you can find in the air that are wafting down wind to you, and they're coming from like a northeastern direction. Um, how are you guys traveling through the woods? Are you being stealthy? Are you being quick?
Just striding.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm riding, so.
Just at a lope.
Okay. Just for future reference, not a good idea. I want one of you to roll a d20 for me.
Yeah, I figured it wouldn't be a great idea, but
Just
what
for
do you want
future
Gar to
reference.
do? He's like an elephant person. Speak. Hey, I say that. Did you say a D20 or a stealth check?
D20.
I got a 19.
Ooh.
19.
I don't know if
okay.
that's bad, but
Yeah, well, if it was, I would have gotten a 20.
Traditionally, you want. Oh no, I did that wrong. You're supposed to roll something else.
Oh.
Technically speaking, that's for the castle. Instead, Baka, roll a d12 and a d8 and add them together.
D12 and
Uh-oh.
D8.
it's like,
Oh,
oh no, on a 15 plus an elder lich shows up.
Do you need them separated or together?
Together. Yeah, you do get it counted.
7 total.
7. Okay. That's actually really, really good for you. As you guys are traveling through the brush, passive perceptions for both of you?
Gar's passive, I think, is 13. Yeah, 13.
Gundrick is 14.
14. So, Gundrick, you kind of pick up on it first. The brief sounds of chatter, somewhat off to your left, maybe 40 or 50 feet. There's definitely some talking from something humanoid, at the very least. And you pick up on it. It's not that far away.
Oh, Garfentis, I believe there's some people over there to the west of us. Is the smell coming from that way?
You said which direction? You said
The smell's coming from a northeastern.
The smell's northeastern, but the noise is from the west.
Noise is from the west. Yeah.
No, it's not from over there. Did you want to go talk to them?
Oh, well, usually things out here in these woods are no good news. Maybe we should just try to avoid them. Yeah, if the smell is coming from somewhere else, she's probably that way, so. Are you able to be stealthy with your large form?
I can try to move slower to hopefully blend in with the trees, but I can't crawl around like a cat or anything.
Oh, I bet it. Oh, here, lift me up a little. I can grab a branch and I'll hold it off your back so it looks like a bush.
Lift him up a little bit to pull down a branch.
Okay, I'll try. Oh wait, I just realized in Barovia, I like that. Do the trees still have leaves, or it all just dead out here? Or...
They have leaves. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna try to break off a branch, but
Okay.
quietly.
Make it an athletics check. And
All right, let's see.
also do a stealth roll while you're doing it.
Okay. All right, so athletics is gonna be oh my god, a 10.
Okay.
And then stealth is gonna be 13.
13. So the branch itself is not as difficult of a DC. You're breaking off a branch. So Guy, you're kind of holding him up there, and you watch as he reaches up and then just holds it in front of him, and you kind of hear, "What was that?"
He's gonna hold the bush. Here, get low to the ground, Garfentis. He's gonna hold the bush in that direction, like trying to cover Gar.
I'll put like a tree in between the voice and us, and then kind of crouch down so it looks like we're just a bush.
Okay, so since Gundrick is on Gar, Gar, you're gonna make a stealth check with disadvantage
Cool.
as you try and flatten the two of you against a tree.
6.
6.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear footsteps coming up and staying about 20 feet away from you. Before you hear, what is it? I don't know. It looks like some kind of big beast. We'll flank it. Go on. You hear footsteps coming from either side of you, and as you kind of just stand there and wait, you watch branch in front of you both as two colorfully dressed men appear on either side of you, holding spears or swords out towards you. And you watch as they say. One of them on the right says, "Hello."
I don't think it worked.
Go away. I am a spirit of the tree.
Make a deception check with disadvantage. Just because I want to allow it to see if you roll natural 20.
We shouldn't be left alone.
Okay, let's see. Come on. Bless me, dice. Bless me. All right, one of those was a nat 1.
Yeah, you look through the leaves of the like pine tree that you basically got this thing from. It's not even full leaves, just little like dinky little needles. And you peek your eye through and you recognize Vistani looking at you, and you kind of see the one looking at you with the scimitar out, cocking his head, and he says, "Are you the tracker that they hired to find the kid? Is you?"
Oh, yes. This is my new partner for finding the child. Oh, it is good to. Ooh, we thought you were bandits. This is good. Yes, we are tracking her scent north.
You're lucky that you have these relations with us, because this is... I don't even know what that is, and he points to Gar. What are you doing? Like, just in
Well-
general, what are you doing here? This?
We are tracking, and we were hiding because we did not want to cause any trouble and thought we could avoid you as we continue our search for the girl that I am now pulling up my notes to remember her name.
Arabelle is her name.
Arabelle, yes. We did not want any undue harm to come to her that the possible conflict could bring.
Right. You know what? Knock yourself out. We've been looking up north, though, and she's not there, so... Good luck
that's
to
where
you.
I got her sent from.
Can I, like, insight that or something?
Yeah, inside it.
Alright. Oh my... I'm rolling like crap tonight. That is a 8.
You can't tell if he's telling the truth, if he's lying to you to throw you off, if he's lying to you just for the fun of it. Like, you can't get a beat on him at all.
Well, thank you for the advice. We're just going to follow his nose. Maybe we find something that you may have overlooked.
Is what are... I've never seen a dog like you.
Oh, it's because I'm not a dog.
And
What kind of dog looks like that?
I don't know what kind of dog looks like that. What do you use for tracking mostly? You know, it's mostly dogs. So this is like big beast person. I don't know. Maybe it's a dog with antlers. You know?
You know, I don't think I
They're called
actually
tusks.
asked you, what are you anyway, Scarfantis?
Tusks. Okay.
I'm a Loxodon.
Oh, would Gundrick know, like, what an elephant or a loxodon is?
You came from outside of Barovia, correct?
Yeah.
Roll a history check.
All right. Hey, I finally rolled good on something useless. 19.
Yeah, you know what a loxodon is.
Oh, he's a very, very large being. They are very intelligent and wonderful and have great noses and could crush you if you cross them. But that's why it's good he's on our side.
Yeah, it's super intelligent. I can see. As he beckons to you,
Thank you.
still holding the branch, like hiding behind the tree with you on his back.
Oh, that was my idea. We dwarfs not so smart all the time.
Yeah, well, we're gonna go, you know, not do this anymore. So, good luck to you. And, next time, I know this is not, you're new here and that's cool. Try and, like, be quieter when you're walking through the woods, because there's stuff here. And you don't want to
Try.
die. And I'm looking at you both. And you're not looking really stealthy. So, like, try a little bit harder. This guy looks like he's, like, a light breeze would kill him right now. So just
I
like
don't feel so hot.
just a word
Yes.
to the wise.
Thank you for the advice, my friend.
Yeah, okay, let's go. And Yoshi snaps his fingers, and that guy and the guy next on the other side kind of just like shake their heads and sigh and move off. And you, as they go, turn around to watch them, and you see there were actually three more people who that they had who you didn't see, who were coming up behind the tree ready to attack you if you did anything. So it's a good job they knew you. That's all I'll say.
That works out. Gondrick will just look over to Garns. I think I needed a bigger branch.
Yeah, probably. Or
Well.
should we try moving a little light-footed? More light-footed is the correct grammar for that.
Yes, we could try. Maybe it'd be easier for you to be stealthy if I'm on the ground as well.
You have disadvantage on stealth checks anyway because of heavy armor or something.
I don't believe so.
Oh, you
Or
don't
wait,
wear
what am I
heavy armor.
wearing? I am wearing. Oh, goodness, I am wearing chainmail. I do have disadvantage on stealth.
Cool.
Whoops.
So, if you guys want to go stealthily, you can both roll stealth with disadvantage.
I mean, I don't
Nice.
have disadvantage. He
Apart
does.
from Gar,
Oh,
surprisingly.
you know what? Yeah, if you can carry me nice and easy, then maybe that
I
is
mean,
a
I'd still
better
have
idea.
disadvantage. We
You
might as
still
well
have
just both
disadvantage.
roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
here we go. Maybe we'll have a better average.
Yeah, I'll roll flat. You roll disadvantage.
Oh, that's a good start. As long as this one isn't bad.
I got a natural
Not
20 plus
terrible.
1.
I have a. Oh my goodness, stealth. Okay, so I have 12 at disadvantage.
Okay, so it's good that Gar's carrying you, because you don't trust yourself walking around in the thick chainmail that you wouldn't make noise. Saying that, even as you go, you are struggling to duck out of the way of branches as they scrape against your armor, making some noise as you go. But Gar is uh, honestly somewhat at home amongst the trees. And you don't know if it's because of your large, wide feet, like evenly dispersing your weight amongst the ground, or what. But you do manage to swiftly and deftly maneuver around the forest with ease. No penalty for you because you got nat 20. So, you guys get a little further north and you begin to lose the scent, Gar, as you are like. It's not coming downwind anymore. If you want to try and pick it up again, you can make another survival check. Or perception, I think I made you roll last time.
Yeah, let me double check what the either one I get advantage on. I don't know why I made that noise. I'm sorry, everybody.
Okay.
They're both the same modifier, so 12, unfortunately.
12.
But still
Yeah,
pretty easy.
you lose the scent here in the woods. And you begin to think, okay, well maybe she isn't in the woods. You're old high enough to know that like if she was here, then you would see something. A campfire, tracks, something, because you were following the scent. Because it's not coming downwind anymore, and the wind is coming from the north, You wager it could be east, more than likely, and you can see what's out there, or you can do something else. But east is probably your best bet. You're not really following it anymore, though. You're just kind of gonna walk out there and hope you see something.
The wind doesn't carry your scent anymore. It could be over towards the east, since it was from a northeast when we were heading this way. So we could have just lost from that direction. So she's somewhere over there, I think.
Oh, yes, that is a possibility. Could I like kind of look around and I don't know, either see if there's like some tracks or possibly like broken branches leading any particular direction or
Yeah, you
just
can
any signs
roll
of stuff?
perception or survival, your choice.
I will do perception. Oh, so that's a 21.
21. Yeah, no broken branches or tracks that you can see outside of the occasional, what looks to be wolf paw. Um, but you look around and you kind of get your bearings a little bit. You know that to the north there is a mountain range. As you're kind of peeking through the trunks and up through the small breaks in the canopy, there's a mountain range to the north. The forest continues north to just below that mountain range, then curves around to the east, and it just goes straight west, just like there's a whole lot of west. You also know that to the east there is a lake, and you kind of can just about make out the edge of it as you look through the trees. I will. Here you go. I'll just throw you over to the Barovia map. Is what I'll do.
Oh.
Ooh.
So I don't know who I left as my last token. It's you. Look at that. You wager. You're probably kind of like on the bank. You're probably right over here, I would say.
Gotcha.
We crossed.
Ooh, we got a ways away from Valaki, apparently.
We crossed the river. Didn't you
my
notice?
mental error is what that is, because I thought this lake was a lot smaller than it is.
Yes, east makes sense. I believe we'd come up to the lake. She could have, if she ran off, possibly she went to look for fresh water, possibly if she got thirsty.
That'd be a good idea.
Uh,
Start
yeah.
walking towards the lake. So anyway, after we got bit by the cockatrice, then I woke up as a wagon ran me over. So that's how I got here.
Oh, yes. Thankfully it was not as random and scary for me. A few months back I was just, traveling, looking for work here and there, and then I came upon the Vistani. Very nice people. They told me about their plight and everything, and my babushka said, hey, Gondrik, this is a great idea. You take care of this Strahd guy, the clan will totally welcome you back. That will be a heroic deed. Either that or you die trying, and maybe they'll reinstate your name. So I was like, hey, yeah, that's a very good idea. I'll do that, babushka. And here we came, and I made my way to Vlaki.
Babushka gives you a lot of ideas to follow, doesn't she? Suggestions, if you will.
Yeah, she's a very smart lady, very strong as well. So I figure if I should listen to anyone, she'd be a good one to listen to.
As you guys emerge onto the shores of the lake, you look outwards. Both of you make perception checks for me.
Okay.
Steppies.
Oh my god. 11 for me as well.
11. And Gar, go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh
Uh-oh.
boy. Oh boy, Garf. Oh, wait, let me double check something because there are some with Loxodons. Does it involve charmed or frightened?
Nope.
Okay.
Darn.
Well, I wish it did. I got a 3.
A 3. Okay, yeah, sure. So you kind of come out onto the shore of the lake, and you look outwards onto it, and you see it's this beautiful, like, pristine, like dark black blue water. It stretches on for a while. You've come fairly north of Valaki, and you wage Gar, and you're running out of the town and running up. You managed to get somewhat further away than you intended. Um, so you're a little further west than you would have liked to be when you came up here, but here you are, and you look out. There's the mountain range to the north. Its peaks kind of scraping into that grey sky before the fog begins to kind of like perforate it a little bit. And you look out, and you both do see with an 11. There is one boat out in the middle of the water, just solo, just with a figure in it, sitting up what looks to be a fishing pole or something off to the side. You notice that there are boats down here, where the north of Laki would be, but they're always away. The other thing, Gar, for you, as you look out onto the lake, you kind of feel this thrum in the base of your skull. Just this faint kind of rhythmic, like, woof, woof. And ever so faintly, you kind of hear this, yes.
Gondrick, is your babushka talking? And does she sound scary?
Would I have heard that, or just Garfantis?
You didn't hear anything.
Okay. No, I heard nothing. What is it?
Something is saying yes to me, so, I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
That sounds a little spooky. You sure you're alright? You hear voices often?
Usually not, no. Well, more often now that we're here in this land, but it's new.
Well, do you feel anything different? Any, like, pushes or pulls, or...
Oh, just the thrumming in the back of my head, like a pulse from it.
Oh dear. Does it hurt?
No, it's just strange.
Hmm.
The rest of my body hurts, but not that.
I hope this isn't some magic stuff. Oh, goes right over my head.
But does that person on the boat look like who you're looking for, or
Can I see them on there, or?
From here, it's a little far away for you to make out anything but the fact that there's someone in a boat over there. If you wanted to try and get closer, you could make another check.
Okay. Oh well, she's whoever it is a little too far away for me to see right now. Maybe we could move a little bit closer along the shore.
Yeah, and maybe we can call to him if you can't tell, and ask him.
Yeah, that too. Let's see if we can get a good look first.
Yeah, I mean they have to row over here if they're bad people, so we have
That's
time to
true.
run if they're not.
Yeah, how close do you... Where do you want to go to? What
So are
isometric
they?
hexagon do you want to go to?
I guess it would be like here.
Where are
right?
they?
Just
Oh, they're way the heck
Yeah,
out
they're
there.
in
Huh?
Like,
dead
is that-
center of the boat.
Oh lordy.
Oh
Very
lordy.
far.
Well, we can start making our way towards those boats. Maybe we have to cross the river again. Remember when we did it before? It was awful.
It's a small river. It's don't even worry
It's a
about
creek.
it. Ignore the fact that there is literally a stone bridge right underneath of you. It doesn't matter. You guys it's a hop, skip, and a jump over. That's all it was.
Yeah, well, I guess we can try to get over there. Hopefully the water's not too cold when they cross that little river there.
I
And,
mean, you didn't have to go through it. You're on my shoulder.
oh, yes. I hope you like the
The
water.
cold feels good on my wounds, so I'm okay crossing a river again. Second
Oh.
time today, you know.
So, so it works out then. Perfect. Yeah, I guess, I mean, I assume we probably wouldn't start being able to make her out to, like, here, I guess.
Yeah, so you guys, you hop back up on his shoulders. Guy just wants to carry someone. I feel like this is a random stranger, and he's just like, yeah, sure, why not?
It's comfort, man.
Yeah, you
Familiar.
you get to the edge of that river slash stream, and you begin wading through it. And Gar, as your foot touches the water, and you put your leg in, um, you kind of hear that thing again, and the throbbing gets a little stronger, and you feel just ever so faintly this pull inwards towards that lake. You kind of hear this, it's here.
What's here?
Go.
And keep walking across the river towards the boats.
You do.
If I can.
So you guys get to, let's say right there. Both you can make perception checks now if you want to try and make out the.
We're gonna make
person.
out.
Yeah.
All right, let's get
Hey.
this party started.
22.
I got a 15.
Yeah. The first thing he said was, "My friend." It's now my boyfriend. So you both make out the figure in the boat. It appears to be this like destitute man. He's kind of portly, with like real thin, dark hair that's like stringy and dark. He's got a fishing pole off to one side, and he keeps looking back at you two, and then going back to his business, which is not, I guess, totally unreasonable. But
That's not a little girl.
No, does not look to be so. Here, maybe he's seen something. And he's gonna like put his hands to the sides of his mouth and be like, "Hello, stranger. Have you seen the little girl about yay high? We're trying to find her. Make sure she is okay."
On Gar's shoulder saying, yeah.
yeah, you see the figure kind of turn around and look at you, blinking lazily, and he says, "No, no, girl."
Okay, thank you. Well, maybe she's further along the shore, I guess.
Possibly. Can I attempt to sniff her again? Sniff for her again?
Yeah, roll perceptual survival.
Ooh, yikes. Gotta catch myself there. A dirty 20.
It's coming from the scent is stronger now. It's coming from towards the lake.
Towards the lake. She's definitely out there. Maybe he has her in the boat and is lying to us.
Oh, that is a possibility. Well, maybe we could get one of those boats and go say hi. Ask him how the fishing is, and then we get to peek in his boat.
Okay. Yeah, he'll go for that. Let's get in the boat.
Okay, so you guys get in the boat, and you see there are 3 boats on the shore. There probably were 4 at one point, but one of them's out there. You see there are 3, and as you get one of them ready to go, and you watch he looks back at you, and he kind of frowns. Which one of you rolled the 22?
Guarded.
Gar, you watch as he kind of just tries to do it discreetly, but is not super duper discreet. Just kind of grabs something from within the boat and kind of lifts it up over to the side, and it appears to be this like heavy sack, and just
He's dumping something.
We got to get over there quickly. What if it's the little girl?
Quick, go. Roll faster. I don't know why I'm making you roll. I'm bigger.
Row.
Okay, so you're handling the charge in this gun trick. Make an athletics check.
All right, let's go. I keep rolling so bad. That's a 14.
It's a 14. Yeah, it's a good thing you got the boat. You begin rowing out there, and you're making heavy strides towards the other boat as you go. Gar. Jump in!
I jump in. Go. I gotta get her.
Okay, you jump into...
Deal with him. Jump in.
You jump into the water, and as you begin to kind of just like rest there under the water, you see a little bit away from you this sack that is a little lower and descending, and bubbles coming up from within. And as you go and try to swim towards it, you instead find yourself swimming down. Like straight down from where you are. What's your constitution modifier for me?
Oh, pretty good, maybe? Oh, maybe not 2.
2? What are the rules for drowning?
It's...
You can survive for a number of minutes up to your constitution modifier, right?
I think it's more convoluted than that. Let me see. See if I can find it quick. Because it's in like 5 different places in the thing. Underwater, you swim as long as you can hold your breath. Your underwater speed, sea drowning. Why the heck wouldn't you put in the same spot? After 1 plus your con bonus minutes of holding your breath underwater, you fall unconscious. So I have 3 minutes.
You have 3 minutes. If you get hit, I believe that halves.
Sure.
So, you begin swimming down. Gundrick, you see God jump off the side of the boat and disappear. What are you doing?
Oh, well, he did say to deal with the guy, so I'll row. How far away am I from his boat right now?
You're striding up on him at this point. God jumped off and you kept going, so you're getting real close to it.
Yeah, I'll get like right up, like port side to his boat. What did you dump in the water there, my friend?
Oh, it was just bait. It's nothing. I'm trying to fish.
Can I insight that?
Yeah, you can insight that.
Alright. Oh my god, 7.
Okay, he has disadvantage because, and you pick this up, he's drunk as shit. Like, he's off his head. And he's lying through his teeth. He's not very good at it either. That was a big sack. And it's now...
I don't think that was bait, my friend. What did you drop in the water? That was a very large sack.
It was just an offering to the land for fish. Gotta get more fish for wine.
What kind of offering?
This was kind of like a bait. If you think about it.
What did you... Was this a person?
He kind of looks over to the side of the boat. Where did your friend go? And it's now that you realize the Gar is nowhere near you.
Oh, you idiot. So he... Oh, Jesus. Donning and doffing heavy armor takes literally like 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah,
I also think there technically is not rules for swimming in armor.
I'm just gonna make you roll. You can descend as much as you want. I'm gonna make you roll a check to see how well you can push against the water.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. He's just... Yeah, you idiot, and jump down, kind of trying to swim in the direction that Gar went down.
Okay, so you jump in, and you're descending. You just about catch the feet of Gar as he's going straight down, and underneath of you, that sack is going further and further down. That's maybe, at this point, like 45 feet below you.
Ooh, okay. So for the moment, he is gonna swim towards the sack, but kind of try to remember the direction Gar was going.
Yeah, easy enough to get to the sack, because it's pretty near you. So you just gently go down, kind of aiding with your own swimming, and you manage to grab it, and it feels not like bait. It feels like one form inside of it.
Gotcha. So yeah, he would start swimming back up to the boat to, if this is the girl, drop her off in the boat.
Okay, make an athletics check for me.
All right. Come on, you've been screwing me all night, dice. Oh, that's better. So that's a dirty 20.
Yeah. Okay. So you managed to begin pushing against. It's going to take you a couple rounds to get up there, but you're getting up there. Gar, as you look down, that thrum in the back of your head begins to get stronger and stronger and stronger. And you sense a pull from something deep below you. You descend. Distance is hard to tell. It could be 50 or 100 or 150 feet. As you go, passive perception of 13,
Ease.
you manage to float down and you hit the base of the lake, the dirt and mud. That pole is somewhere off in one of your directions. Make a perception check for me as you go and you begin to go towards it.
11.
11, yeah. As you begin thudding over towards, it takes you a couple rounds. You've been underwater for maybe 45 seconds at this point. And you begin to see what it is that is there. You see it's embedded into the soil and the dirt. You can just about make out this dark blade that curves out of the ground and then ends in a wooden, almost like it's almost like a root or a branch that comes up and then dips and then comes up. You, with your recognition of weaponry, you understand this to be a scythe. And as you figure that out and piece together the information, and you're walking towards it and you feel your hand instinctively reach out and grab it, your eyes begin to flash again and you remember that dream that you had 2 nights ago. And you thought it was the hag. And maybe she was a part of it. Maybe she was interjecting. But you remember bubbles. And a blade with a wooden handle. And fire. What do you want to do?
I try to pull it out of the dirt and mud.
As you go ahead and position yourself there and grab onto the handle, go ahead and make a strength check for me. Is this a disadvantage underwater?
I think only attacks are, if I remember correctly.
Okay, so you should just be fine.
Yeah. Strength check.
Yes, sir.
23.
Okay, 23. As you begin to try and pull, initially you try and pull straight forward to like cleave the blade outwards, and that's not working. And then you try and push it up, and you feel the dirt begin to give way. And as you pull your hands around it and begin to jam it out from the direction that it seemed to go in, it comes loose, and you see the bits of silt rise up in the water around you. You're holding it now, and you feel this, as it's loose in your hands, you feel this kind of like thrum of energy from within that's coursing through into your palm. You hear the voice again say, "Give in!" What do you do?
I don't like that. I think my immediate concern is I need to get out of the water, so I'm going to try and swim up if I can.
Okay, so you try and swim up, resisting the call of the voice. Make another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, God, you're so cool. An 8.
An 8. You try and swim up, and you get about 10 feet off the ground before you don't have the will anymore, and you come back down and you find yourself looking at that scythe again. You hear the voice say the same thing again. Give in! What do you do?
I'm gonna try to let it go. I don't want to give in to whatever this scary monster is.
You try and let it go, and you can't.
Okay, I'm gonna try a big push this time. Like crouch and push off the ground with my feet to try and swim up this time.
Okay. Make another wisdom saving throw for me.
Hey, 14?
14. You try and push off the ground again, and you get a little further. But as you've been failing and failing and failing, you feel the influence of this thing is taking more and more control, and it's getting harder and harder to resist. And as you kick off, you begin to float back down. At this point, you've been underwater for maybe 2.5 minutes. Just sitting here and trying to pull the scythe out and just sitting with it. And you kind of hear the voice say, "Relax, let me." As the blade begins to and it erupts in this green flame. And as it does so, light begins to erupt from the blade around you. And you look around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strange humanoid figures are looking at you with these striped faces and protrusions on the neck that resemble gills, sharpened fangs, and they are swirling and waiting for an opportunity to consume you. And as the flame erupts, you watch as 3 of them just scatter off into the black, not wanting any part of it. As this happens, you feel a part of yourself just kind of slip away for a second. But you're still in control of you. What do you want to do now?
There's still two of them.
There are
around me?
still 2 of them around you, but you now have the blade, and you know you're running out of air.
I'm gonna try and swing at one of them to try and drive them off.
Yeah, roll an attack.
I roll a natural 19. I usually get a +6 if I'm proficient with the weapon. I don't know how you want to add.
Yeah, it's like a simple weapon. So you can roll damage. It is a D12 plus your strength.
10.
And it's a... No, we'll just do that for now. A 10. As you swing wide with the scythe, you watch as this fish person begins to dodge out of the way, and you just about cleave into part of the aquatic tail. And as you do so, the scythe cuts in and begins to slash through, and as blood begins to leak out, you watch as the wound begins to cauterize behind it, as this green flame wraps around the gash that you've just left in this thing. It's still alive. And as it kind of recoils in pain, it's going to try and grab you. It's going to try and grapple you down.
Okay.
So it's going to be a strength. It'll be athletics versus your athletics.
Okay.
User
19.
A 19 for you. It rolled. Ooh, it rolled natural 18 plus 4.
Oh, penis.
You watch as it kind of wraps around your neck and begins holding you back. And you feel like the back of your legs begin to kick up off of the ground as you try and right them into the dirt again to keep yourself there. That's another round, so we're at 2 minutes 36 seconds.
Playtime, baby.
Okay. The other one
Oh,
is going to try and do the same. It's going to try and do the same. It's going to try and grapple you. You're a large creature. Oh, they're large too. No, it's not. It's just going to stay there and do what it does. Now it's your turn.
what it do? Can I try to break the grapple and try to swim?
You sure can.
Hiya. 10.
A 10 against its athletics. Nope, not at all. It got a 16. You are struggling to break free.
All I can do.
That's your action to do that. Yeah, okay. Gundrick. At this point in time, you kick up out of the water, sack in hand. What do you do?
So I would hoist it on the boat and just try to hop in there real quick and open it up. Make sure if there is someone in here that they're okay, like breathing.
Okay, as you attempt to hop out of the water into the boat, you feel something grab your ankle, and I would like for you to make an athletics check.
Oh boy.
You're aiming to beat a 19.
Oh, that's good because I got a 24.
24. Yeah, you feel something grab, like, the top of your boot and pull as you pull out of the water, and as you get into the boat, you aren't even sure if it happened or not. Just like something, I think something just touched me, but I don't know because it's a lake.
Oh, big fish. Yeah, so he'll try. Is the guy up there as I come out of the water, by the
Yeah,
way?
the guy is up there, and now he's kind of like standing on the boat, looking at you, and he's kind of swaying as he does, even though there are no waves in the lake. He's just kind of swaying there.
Gotcha. So he'll like take his hand axe off his side and just kind of point at that guy, like, watch yourself, friend, and try to, I guess, cut whatever bindings is holding this bag closed.
Yeah, it's just a regular sack, so you just chop it off and begin to open it, and as you do so, pulling out the thing within, you manage to see a young girl, no older than probably 7, with bright blonde hair. Oh, sorry, no, she's got raven black hair, is what she has. That's wrong. Who's currently bound and gagged at the hands and the feet, and she's just kind of like heavy breathing at this point, and looking at you and looking back to that guy, and just trying to decipher what's going on.
Gotcha. Yeah, so he'll just cut her bindings real quick as he can, get rid of the gag, and just say, I am a friend. Your camp sent me to find you. I need to look for my partner, but here, take this axe. If that man tries anything, do you know how to use it?
Yes, I think I do.
All right, so he's gonna give her the axe and say, "I'll be right back," and just, I guess, what he would try to do really quick is just like push off from that guy's boat a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and just be careful. Just wait here. I'll be right back, and he's gonna jump back in the water.
Okay, you jump back in the water and begin to descend. Make a perception check for me.
All right.
You're going pretty much where you think Gar was.
Dang. Yeah, so that is a 12.
A 12. Yeah. You just begin drifting down. It takes you a minute to get there. But as you do so, your feet hit the ground. You begin to look around. You can't quite see anything, but you can hear just this gentle, like, from somewhere off on the side.
Oh, God. Me as a person hates this so much. Yeah, I guess he would follow the swoosh, trying to see if that's Scarfantis.
You follow it. What's your con modifier for me?
Mine is +4.
Oh, you fine, dude. Yeah, you follow it. Nothing. You hear another from a different place around you.
Ooh. He's just gonna kind of think really quick, like, Babushka could certainly use another pair of eyes right now. Just kind of like seeing if he could get her to like manifest at his back to kind of like keep an eye out with him, like kind of behind him.
That's a good question. Is what that is. That's a great question, Mule. Let's look that up because I think you can. I just have to look at the specifics of it.
Yeah, because they talk about it mainly in combat, but I don't really see much like kind of exploration-y type rules.
Yeah, I don't think it counts as a familiar, so I don't know that it usually helps.
Yeah, it doesn't say what it's manifested of. Just it's an image, so I'm going to allow it. So as you summon this figure, I'm not going to make you roll a description because no one can see it.
Mm-hmm.
But you summon it, and you hear it talk, and you hear it talk clearly through the water, as it's kind of linked to you. And you hear it say,
Gandrich, what are you doing here? What is this place that you summoned me to? Eh?
Yeah, he would just kind of think back to her. Babushka, I'm looking for a large warrior. He helped me find this little girl. We're trying to keep her safe, but I'm not sure he is safe.
And what,
We're
you
in the
lost a
lake.
large warrior in a giant pool of water, is that it? How do you lose a large warrior, Gandrich?
Well, it is a very large pool of water,
Yeah, you
Babushka.
better hope it's a large pool of water, Gandrich, I tell you this.
make another perception check for me with advantage.
Okay.
Oh god, I love this character. Don't die.
All right, so that's a 19.
19. Yeah, you guys begin looking out uh, into the nothingness, into the black. You have dark vision as a dwarf, right?
Yeah.
So you get like 30 feet from you, you can see 15 of light and then 15 of dim. And you kind of hear the whole time she's muttering under her breath, like, how could you do this? A large warrior in the middle of a lake, please. And you don't manage to see anything before about hard to tell distance, but it's away further out from your vision. You see this bright light of green just emerge, and from when as you squint towards it, you can just about make out Gar's face.
Ugh, I knew we could find him. And he'd start swimming towards that.
Well, what is he doing down here in the dust?
But it just glides through because it's not a material thing. You watch as Gar swings at something, and then it comes around the back and grabs him by the neck and begins pulling, and he's trying to grab out. It's now the Mero's turn. It's just gonna take its hold here. And Gundrick, you watch as the other one begins jetting towards you, and it's going to try and grapple you down as well. So you're going to make another athletics check for me. I'm rolling really well today. Really well. Makes up for the fucking shit roll that I had against Gar in the Coffin Maker shop.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you get, Mio? Oh, sorry, me. I thought it was. What was I rolling? I thought it was Gar.
Athletics.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad.
The fish man.
Oh, geez, that's 11.
You watch as it kind of grabs you by the head and pins you down into the dirt, and you look back through blinking eyes. As you see this in the light, you can kind of make out blue skin and fish-like features of a creature that has pinned you there.
Ooh.
You are grappled. Gar, let's go to you first. You have... It's 6 seconds. You've got 3 rounds before you begin to fall unconscious.
Yeah, because when it hits that, I instantly go to 0. I start doing death saves, and I can keep doing those as long as I don't fail all of them, or they kill me. I'm going. I mean, I hit it pretty good, and it's holding me good, so I'm gonna try and hit it again. See if I can get it to decide I'm too dangerous to hold on to.
Okay.
I do have disadvantage. I forgot the first time. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. But I rolled very good. I rolled a. We just using my flail stats for this
Yeah.
to hit. I got a 19.
You are not attuned to this weapon. Yeah, that hits. These things aren't heavily armored, by any means. They're relatively easy to hit.
I got 5 damage, unfortunately.
5 damage. Okay. Yeah, it's beginning to look decently rough. It is. It's not quite on death's door yet, but it's beginning to look a little rough. Gundrick, what are you doing?
Yeah, so is my babushka still nearby?
Your babushka is right there, and you hear her say,
I've always hated the fish people.
I'll be like, just think, thread places, yeah? And if I could use my bonus action to magically teleport to my babushka's location.
you do that. Babushka is about 15 feet away from you, and so out of reach of this marrow, and you watch as she was getting ready to come up and swing at it, and you just blink, and now you're swapped, and now this thing is holding your babushka down, and she just kind of turns to you, not phased by the fact that this thing is pinning her down, and she says,
We could take it. Come on.
But I must help my friend first. And so that uses 15 feet of movement, and I'm a little bit slower as a dwarf, so I only have 10 left. How far away is Garfantis?
Gar is about, at this point, because you're moving up and then he pinned you, about 30 feet away.
Okay, yeah, so I guess, could I actually use my action to dash?
Yes, sir.
And then I'm just blanking here. So with
you
dash,
have-
is it double my leftover movement or?
No, it's double your whole movement, so you'd have a total of 35 feet, reduced, because you're swimming, to 15.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So I will swim right up next to Garfantis and his fish person, which my echo should also disappear as I move away from her.
Sure. Babushka. Into nothingness. You move 15 feet away. You are now about 15 feet away from Gar, and you can see this merfolk creature is grappling him. Who looks a little rough right now. It's now their go. The other one's going to come back and try and grapple you again. And you get the sense these things aren't trying to hurt you so much. You're not even sure if they have weapons at this point. They are trying to keep you here so that you may drown. So he's going to try and grapple you. That's not good this time. It's an 11, so roll an athletics check to try and beat him.
Okay. Oh my god, a natural 1 for a total of 7.
Surprisingly enough, this thing comes back and instead grabs your neck and begins to push you down, but your dwarven stature and strength does not knock you prone. You're just kind of like being pushed down by it. But that's its turn. Okay, Gar and Kundrick. We'll start with Gar. What are you going to
I'm
do?
getting desperate, so I'm going to recklessly swing at this thing, see if I can get it off me.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Oh, good. I did reckless because that was a natural 1. And a 10.
Unfortunately, 10 does not
A
hit.
1 and a 4, man.
Yeah, as you swing around, the scythe cutting through the water, sizzling at the water around you and turning some of it to steam and bubbles. But as you do so, the merman just swings around, now getting used to your crap. Yep. Kundrick?
Yeah, so he'll just think, Babushka, help him. And so you'd try to use his bonus action to manifest her next to it, and then he would attack from her position.
So as you manifest it, Gar, you see this figure suddenly kind of like appear and go and try and swing down on the marrow. Why don't you describe, Meyore, what your echo looks like?
All right, yeah, so good old Babushka, she would be wielding a shield that is extremely similar to Gundrick's, with the similar gold inlays and same dwarvish runes on there. Unlike Gundrick, who's kind of got this tattered coat on, she would have like a more military like armor with some surcoats and also just like a insignia of rank on her shoulder and just like a kind of a proud helmet and stature. But older. I guess she wasn't super old when she died. She would have like a more kind of subdued, kind of gray hair and just like a very proud, stout face. It definitely a strong similarity in facial structure to Gundrick, with her big old warhammer and shield.
And you watch as she just appears hurtling towards the fish creature on your back. Warhammer up as she brings it down. Go ahead and roll your attack.
All right, and then this is a disadvantage, right? Because it's melee underwater.
Yeah, it uses your attacks, right?
Yeah, it does.
So yes, it would be.
Okay. So, oh, well, there's one. Oh, geez. All right. So, yeah, it's probably not good. Yeah. So that is a 7 plus 6 for 13.
13 is the AC of these creatures, so you hit.
Oh, all right. So now I'll do my 1d8 plus 5 due to the dueling style. So that is. Oh, so that is a 12 bludgeoning.
12 bludgeoning. Yeah, this thing is now starting to look pretty bad.
Okay, I would like to attack again with extra attack.
Go for it.
All right. Ooh, that's not as. Oh wait, okay. So, oh dang, yeah. So that's a 9 total.
9, unfortunately, does not hit. As this thing clonks down on the fish's head, guy, you kind of even you have to spin as it's moving around in recoil to the attack, and you watch as the old dwarf lady kind of points to you and says,
How did you get lost down here?
Well, you don't sound like the other voice. I'd say that to myself in my head because I'm underwater.
"Sure."
Almost gotcha.
Okay, I'm gonna see how intelligent these creatures are. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's got you. He's got you right here.
Marrow.
For clarification's sake, you will have this turn and next turn, and then you're out. So, it's going to stay where it is, pinning both of you, and now we're back to you, Gar.
Well, this old lady's trying to help me, so I'm gonna take this attempt to try and break out of this. See if she can distract him long enough, I can get away. If I'm strong enough to get out,
Sure.
I'm stronger than yesterday, baby. Natural 20 for a 26.
Ooh.
Yeah. It cannot beat you, but yep. They roll well, but can't beat you. You manage to grab the scythe in between its arms around your neck and just pry it out, and you feel the one arm loosen, and it gives you just enough momentum to escape, should you desire.
I do desire 15 feet, baby.
15 feet. Amazing. Awesome. You begin paddling up. Yeah. Great. Gundrick, your turn.
All right. Yeah. So, yeah, he will. Hey, Babushka, little help here, and so he would, because I can use a free action to move her 30 feet, right? Oh wait, hold on. You can. Oh, so that is moving. So yeah, I would actually manifest her near me.
Okay, so you're swapping to get her next to you. Awesome.
And then,
go
go ahead.
attacks, buddy.
All right, yeah, she's gonna attack the one that's holding me down.
Grizz, what noise does a fishman make?
Oh man, that is so sad. It's disadvantaged. It was a 20 and a 6, so 12.
12 does not hit, unfortunately.
All right, she's gonna go for it again.
You have another backup character, Meyore? Or...
Oh my god, I got a 20 and a 6 again for 12.
Babushka is trying to cleave around your fishman, but yours is just better than the other one.
You know what? I am going to freaking action surge. All right, let's give her another shot. Okay,
Sure.
so with extra attack and action surge, if I take the attack action, will I still get extra attack on the attack action?
You will. Yep.
Okay,
It's a
cool.
whole new action, baby.
Woo! Playing as a marshal's fun.
Yeah, action surge is 4 attacks, dude. When you get
Oh
like
my.
level 17 and you action surge, it's like 8 attacks in a round. It's crazy.
All right, that was a
Boom
2.
Sparker action
So.
surge. You get 6 attacks in the first turn.
Oh wait. Okay, that's a 9. Thank God. Okay, so that's 15.
So 15 on one, and what was the other one?
The other was 10. Oh,
10.
sorry. No. I mean, as in 10 plus 6 for 16.
Oh yeah, they both hit. So roll for both damages in that one.
Oh no. Sorry, the other one was the first one was like a 2 or something. So that one definitely didn't hit. So
Okay, so
sorry.
one of them hits.
Yes.
Got you.
Okay. Yeah, my bad. I thought you were talking about the second die. Okay. So 1d8 plus 5. That was not as good. So that's 10 bludgeoning.
10 bludgeoning. Yeah, awesome. This thing takes a significant hit, but is not incredibly phased.
Mm. Thanks, Babushka.
Yeah, as she's swinging in, you hear her say,
I'll gut you like the saying says.
Gar. Nope, it's not Gar's turn. It's their turn.
Fish.
It's
The
their turn.
marrow.
I'm gonna roll because the one that was on you was real. It's real low. So let's see if it's
Kill
smart enough to
Miri's
go.
family. Now they're gonna kill my character.
It's going to. It's gonna swim up to you and it's gonna grab you. Roll your athletics.
No, don't grab me, please.
It's not an incredible roll.
17.
17 beats its 14.
Yeah, get out of here.
So
Kick
you
in the face.
you shrug it off. Yeah. So now it's your turn again. You
I
get
need
your
to
turn
dash.
before you knock out.
I'm dashing to go 30 feet, and if that's not enough, my trunk has a 5-foot reach, and I can use it as a snorkel. It says so on my character sheet. I'm gonna try and reach for the surface.
Okay. You swim up. You don't have a swim speed, so you swim up in total 15 feet and stick your trunk out 5 feet, hoping that you'll get to the surface.
And I'm dashing if I have to.
You are dashing to get as far as you can get. As you stick your trunk out, your vision begins to go black.
No.
As you begin to lose consciousness.
I go to 0 HP, and I have to do death saves my next turn.
On your next turn, yep. This is at the end of
Yes.
your turn, you start drowning. Gundrick, you look up because the blade is still alight. You watch as Gar makes some distance up and then loses it and is now kind of just floating there backwards.
Oh no. Is it my turn or the fish people's turn?
It's your turn now.
Okay.
I do want to clarify on top of this. It actually is. You then survive a number of rounds equal to your Constitution modifier. After that, you make death saves. So I'm at 0, but I have 2 rounds until I have to start making death saves.
Okay.
I can't do anything.
No, it's good. It's a good point.
Ooh, all right. Babushka, we really need to take care of this now. Please hit him. Please, you're not that old.
You hear her
she'll-
say,
Gandrick, just swap places with me and go get him. He's going to die from the fish people.
My little legs. I don't know if I can swim that far.
Swim stronger, be better.
Okay, he's gonna listen to his babushka.
My little legs.
And bonus action swap with her.
yeah, you bonus action swap with her as she swaps places with your merman. And you kind of hear her say,
If this were me, I would have gotten him by now.
All right, and then how far away is he again?
from you... So he's 15 feet
I like how
out.
he's looking up like I'm actually up there.
Yeah, he would be about, at this point in time, he'd be about 40 feet.
Oh my lord! All right, yeah, gonna dash up there. So I
You get
used
25
15.
feet, so he's 50 feet away from you, right?
Yes. Okay, so, geez. All right, yeah, you said I could go 25, right?
Yes, 25 is your
Okay,
movement
sure.
doubled. And then
Okay,
you halve
yeah.
it, so you move 25 feet. Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so he'll dash 25 feet closer. I believe that would put me out of range of Babushka, so she would disappear again.
Okay.
And yeah, if I can't reach him, he's just swimming. Like, just thinking to himself, swim hard, swim hard, swim hard, like Babushka said.
Yeah, you watch now as the one merman who was on Gar previously kind of swims up right next to you, in between the two of you, and wraps its arms around Gar, and just kind of looks back at you and mumbles something in a language that you don't understand. Before it is going to try and drag Gar down, because you're like right next to him. He's going to be leaving your range, so you do get an attack opportunity if you want it.
Ooh, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
You don't
Now,
have a weapon, do you?
yeah, my
You gave your
my
axe to the
warhammer.
little girl.
Oh, that's just
Oh,
my
you have
hand
another one?
axe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I have
okay, okay.
my warhammer. Now, here's a dumb question. Is an attack of opportunity an attack action, or
It's
is
a
that separate?
reaction, so it's
Okay. So
separate.
you wouldn't get the extra. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll attack with the warhammer. That is an 11, so I don't think that hits.
It does not hit. Because it's dragging Gar down, it moves 20 feet down, so it's about 10 feet below you now.
That son of a gun. Shoot. Okay, so, oh yeah. Also, swimming underwater, is this like difficult terrain or is it
You just
regular?
move half speed.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh geez. So half of 25 is like 10. Do you just round down?
Well, because you dash, yeah, you'd round down for a single movement. It would be 10. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so I would, if it is my turn, I would swim down to it, and I'd say, well, hey, Babushka, get the other side. Make sure he doesn't get the way, yeah?
Babushka,
And
back into place. I've got them. I've got them. My muscles are rippling.
and then I would like to, like, I'll attack, but could it be like I attack from each side, like I get a hit in and she gets a hit in?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. All right, so I guess I would go first. Yeah, so that's 17 to hit.
17 hits.
All right. And so that would be oh, sweet. Max on die there. So that is 13. Yeah, 13 bludgeoning.
How do you want to do this?
Whew, yeah, I mean, he's just gonna go for a good old bonk right there on the head to get this thing off of him.
Yeah, you just cleave around and down, and you watch as the head kind of snaps and part of the neck comes off from the force of you bringing it down, and bits of like this dark blood begin to pour outwards. And as you do so, you watch as more of the fish people begin coming up, and they look at you and they look down back to the figure underneath.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I forget. Could I technically use like the free interact to just like grab his hand?
Yeah, you grab Gartel easy.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so I don't really have any movement left, so I'll hold there for now.
Okay, so Gar, this will be your second turn before you start drowning, and then you're just gonna kick straight up and go upwards.
Yeah, but I would have Babushka move with me where she's still in range to not disappear, but just like keep her down there so if anything tries to pass her, she can opportunity attack it.
Yeah, with the three of you, one large creature and the two mediums, alight with this green flame as you kick up and away from the merman beneath you. You watch as these like lights that are only lights in the eyes of the other Marrow just look at you go up. And then you can just about make out with your passive perception the sound of and some kind of ripping and tearing from underneath of you.
We better get out of here.
Yeah, so as you're moving your full movement to dash, Gar,
Yeah.
make a death save, DM it to me. And then I want you to make another one and DM it to me.
Alright. Let's DM you the first one.
No, not once here. Now you hear.
Second one.
Okay, and
And I don't stabilize if I get above water. It just I'd have to keep making death saves.
Right. I'm thinking because you've got 25 feet of movement speed. No, that's it. That's all you got to do. Yeah, so, Gundrick, as you breach out of the water, still holding the form of Gar with your babushka, you see the boat not far off, and you're still holding Gar. Now he's above water, but he's still not breathing. What do you do?
So how far off is the boat?
The boat's maybe 20 feet off.
Okay, yeah. So he would just kind of like wave at the girl with the one arm, like over here, over here. And then I guess like could I try to stabilize him by kind of like kind of like try to smack his back, like get the water, get him to like cough it up.
Sure, okay. Roll a medicine check for me.
Okay. Come on, come on. DC Wisdom Medicine. Do I have any bonuses to medicine? No, just one. Oh, that's a 17.
A 17. Yeah. Does that stabilize or does that add one pass?
It stabilizes.
Okay, so it stabilizes. Can't kill Guy yet. Yeah, as you
I tell you,
begin
you can't die.
patting his back, somehow, even though he's on his back, you see a small spurt of water just... And he's still unconscious.
Gotcha. Sorry, in my head, he was like up with me with his head kind of out of the water a little. Yeah. That would be like my action, right? For the medicine check?
Yes, it would.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so he would start swimming to the boat next, but if we're still
Actually,
in like turn order, that's...
Technically, because it would have moved... You would have moved up as your action because you would have dashed. Just retroactively, Gar, roll me one more death save.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So as the boat
tried.
comes over, we're going to leave you two there, as you're now out of immediate danger. And we're going to shift back to Tia.
We want to get Tommy. He said he can join us.
He can?
Yes.
Get him in here right now.
Woo.
Welcome back. Tommy's here
Hey.
now. Tommy,
Oh
came
my
back.
God.
Oh, wait, he's
Should-
over here.
Crazy.
It was a
Show Tommy
wild
some love.
afternoon.
Yeah, I want everyone to leave a comment that says, I can't make it vulgar. Tommy's a great person.
I wouldn't go that far. Just
Tommy,
been a rough
day.
you're a mediocre person, and that's a compliment to him.
Greatest of all.
just say average, man. Damn, mediocre.
You mediocre
Well,
clarinet
not that
player.
impressive.
Tommy is the mediocre of all time. The
Yeah.
moat.
Yeah, I'm not the goat. I'm the moat. I'm,
He's the
I'm
goat
the
of
thing
being
that protects
mediocre.
the goat. Just the moat in front of the goat.
Anyway, let's jump back into Malin and Tia. Malin and Tia, you are in the church of St. Andrel. You have just concluded your visit with Gerolf Blinsky of Blinsky Toys, and night is falling. You are preparing to go and save Roderick. So, here's what you have at your disposal. Irina has offered to come with you. Irina is right here. That's where she is. So she's going to come help you out. You have, should you choose to, and I'm going to remove him from Baka's... No, he can stay in Baka's thing. You also have Milivoy. Should you want to
no.
use him, he's there.
It's not that I don't want to use him. I just don't want to get him killed.
You also, I guess, have the Corpse of Draugden, should you want to use that in any way. And you just got your large thing from Blinsky. Getting ready to leave. What are you guys going to do?
Drogden in the town square and say "zombie," and then quickly
Yeah,
run over.
don't
and
don't
scream
worry,
it.
don't worry. They won't go to the zombie. They'll try to arrest the nearest person.
Listen, it made sense. Okay? It made sense. I don't give a shit.
I'm
Made
sorry
sense.
I had to say it. I'm sorry I had to say it. So
Take off.
I'll look at Tia.
Mediocre.
Well, given that information that we just received, I have a feeling that that is not the person the old card reader was telling us would be our friend. So that was useless, except for this weird gizmo that we have now.
Frankly, I have no idea what you're talking about. I was either turned into stone or I just wasn't there at all.
So as before we met you, we'll have to take you to her. I'm sure she would be quite interested in a fey creature suddenly appearing. But needless to say, she said that a man with a monkey would be our friend. But yeah, the crazy guy with all the weird pets sold that monkey to him apparently after she told us that. So I have a feeling that the guy with the saber-toothed cat that told me he was going to a tower with our deceased friend's body is actually the person we need to befriend.
Well, when do we wanna head out?
Well, we could do it now, but the question is, how are we going to use this strange tube?
Well, we can always send the boy out. You know, he's fast.
You know, to be honest, that's actually a good idea.
Cause look, I can't carry it, and you and Irina are more built for in case something happens. You know, getting a scrap of sorts. Milivoy is perfect. You know, he can run. He ran and got the guards in a pretty decent amount of time. I don't see why he can't, you know, cause a quick distraction and, you know, quickly get himself out of sight.
Also, the question is, you were going to pick the lock, right?
Yes, I was. You did say you had something for it, but you said it will be loud.
Oh, it's quite loud.
Yeah, I think our best chance is to try to do this as stealthily and quickly as possible.
True. So as far as where's the best way for us to put Milivoy with this contraption?
Well, I guess it depends. Where do we want to exit the city?
Well, probably the closest exit, which would be on the eastern side. We have to go around the palisades and all the way around town to the west if we wanted to meet up with Gar.
I got a question for Equa. Where is the Burgermeister's mansion located? Like on his map?
You have been there before. The Burgomaster's mansion is around here somewhere. It's one of these big houses.
Okay, that's perfect. Yeah. Yeah, I guess the east probably would be the better choice since the Burgermaster's mansions is a bit closer to the west side. Might not want to double back over there.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Well, the floor is yours, Tia. What do you think the best method of doing this is? Where should I be? You seem to be a sneaky cat that's done this before, so I feel like the plan of of springing someone or possibly stealing something would probably fall into your expertise. I mostly just have an art for the flair and the musical talents. I've never actually broken anyone out of chains before.
Well, the only things there's about two things that's currently in my mind. One, when Milfoy creates a distraction, are we sure he can get away? Because you know, and she says under her breath, you know, honestly, you know, if we get out, that's fine. But you know, I don't want the kid dying on us. So, are we going to entrust him that he'll be fine by himself? And then number two, um, how many guards will be exactly by Roderick at the I forgot what they're called, but at the thing.
So at the town square, the later it gets, the less blending in opportunities that we have, which means that even though there could be only 3 or 4 guards, we're the only ones there, so it's kind of easier to see us.
You know, I wonder if they do shift changes of sorts. Maybe you can disguise yourself as a guard. I could, you know, hide close by. You switch out with a guard. We get a guard away from it, the stockades, and that'll give me enough leeway to free Roderick. As for Irina, I'm not too sure what she can be doing. Maybe she has a suggestion.
No, that might actually work. Um, I have a question. I know we went straight into talking and everything, but did we go back to the church last session at the
Yeah,
end of last session?
That's where you are right
Okay.
now.
I just was making sure we weren't just on the side of the road
No.
just discussing this.
Yeah, you're actually in front of the
Uh,
Burgomaster's mansion right now.
Oh, okay, sweet. Give me some makeup and some magical properties, and I'll just act like the Burgomaster and get him out. You know.
You already look like a priest, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So yeah. Turn to Irina. Uh, Irina, what's your thoughts on this entire endeavor that we have here?
Okay. Well, so the town square is pretty open, right? So, and the stocks are like dead in the center of it. So, uh, we shouldn't stick around. It should be like a hit and then you run. An exit is probably best. The eastern gate should have the shortest distance. But the western one technically would be possible if you skirted north into the main road and then you could get around the Burgomaster's mansion. We just don't know where he is. So he could be there or somewhere else. We can't stay past too long tonight because I mean you're known affiliates of Roderick and he's I think known to be here by a lot of people, so it would not surprise me if people started knocking and asking for you two. So the sooner that we get this done the better. I would probably snatch and grab, you know? Out into the east side.
So you're saying just forego the whole disguise thing, just go in guns blazing?
I mean, if you
As-
think you can get
okay.
away with it, sure, but I mean, Menace disguise is pretty good.
It'll at least give us a small window. Like we won't be straggling for long, but you know, maybe if the shift swap doesn't work, at least that guard will be talking to Malin, so maybe that'll just give me enough time to quickly pick it.
I'm a little worried that he's gonna be watched pretty heavily. So as soon as we make a move on him, I think they'll know. So we can do whatever we need to get close. I can watch the exit if you want and try and make sure that it's clear so we can all run. But just get in there as slyly as possible, and then as soon as you're there, get out, I guess. That's what I would do, but you guys have seen a lot more combat than me. I've just been reading it a little bit.
Okay. So we got that settled. Do we want Milivoy south of the town square, or do you want him a bit north? What do you think, Malin?
You look over, Milivoy is currently there, like in the middle of the main room of the church by all the pews, and he's got his shovel and he's going and like practicing with it.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. Me as a player wants to do something really stupid, but
Is gonna get us kill?
no, it'd get me killed definitely if anyone saw through it.
Are you talking
Um,
about the impersonating Strahd?
yeah, because I mean they ran away from vampires, so what if Strahd showed up?
Well, they would just alert the Burgermeister at that point.
Oh yeah, but I mean they'd run away and that'd give us time to grab him and leave.
Yeah.
They definitely wouldn't try to fight Strahd, but then again, I've had bad luck today, so I'm pretty sure my rolls are going to be terrible tonight. So we'll see what happens. Well,
I mean,
we wouldn't want him too close to the eastern side if that's the way we want to go. But at the same time, I wonder if we could use other people as a distraction with Milivoy. There are two people at the Blue Water Inn that frequent regulars that are the sons of the woman that wanted us to kill the strange armed man that works for the Burgermaster. I wonder if I paid them to get in a fight with one another, if it would possibly draw the guards' attention to them. Worst case scenario, they spend a night in jail for fighting.
that is a thought, but you would.
And plus,
have
I
to-
hate that family, and I'm going to be honest, I pretty much hate everyone here at this point.
I mean, that is a thought, but I guess you would just have to make it to the mansion there, just, unsuspectingly or something.
Another
I mean-
question. So, would I be with you is the main concern, because if we have Milivoy being the distraction, where am I?
That is a great question, which I have not figured out.
Where's Father Lucian?
He's around somewhere doing something. You can go grab him if you want.
I'm gonna go look for Father Lucian.
Yeah, you find him somewhere in the church. He's somewhere doing something. I'm not going to make up descriptions for what every single
Yeah.
NPC is doing all the
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
you guys.
Now,
in
so
the
I'm gonna go find him.
closet.
You might be in the
Uh,
closet, I don't know.
Studying Trogdon.
Yeah,
I want
that's exactly
to-
what he's doing.
I want to look this guy over and see how hard would it be to disguise myself to look similar to him.
Okay. So
Because I've been talking to him for a while, so I feel like my actor feat would allow me to at least try to make myself sound like him, but it's to look like him that's the
Sure.
hang up.
So there's no check involved in this one because he's a friend, he's an ally. There's a couple of things a little off that you'd have trouble dictating. How tall is Malin?
I want to say he's like 6'2".
Yeah. So
Let me
Malin's
check.
a little taller than Lucian is. Lucian's kind of a little bit of an older guy. He probably clocks in around 5'10", 5'11" at most.
I don't think I ever gave him a size.
Well, if you want to make him 5'10", 5'11", now's the time.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that. Yeah, that's crazy. I never gave him a size, I don't think. No, he's 6'1". He's 6'1". I've got it on the
6'1".
Roll20 account.
So that's one thing that's a little minor. Father Lucian appears to be the only one in town who wears robes specific to him because he's like the highest guy in the church. So you'd have to kind of take his stuff. And if someone were to look a little closer at you, you'd have to do a really good job at like getting crow's feet and wrinkles to appear. He's not like super old, but he's like 55, 60. Maybe a little older than that. So there are some disparities. It's not impossible. You just have to persuade him to give you his clothes.
Well, I was thinking
And-
about it, but now I don't want to get Father Lucian involved
yeah, I was
because,
about to say that.
then he, they're looking for him, so I'm going to backtrack on that.
Milivoy,
Eh,
do you?
Yeah.
Oh my bad. Do
No,
you know
no,
of
no.
any like small quick passage we can use? Like maybe there's a break in the wall or a section has been damaged for a while that hasn't been repaired, just in case the plan with the east gate goes south.
Sure, I mean, there are a couple of like smaller gates in the south wall of the town, but they're normally guarded and They're much smaller, so if you're going through with a big group, you might have a little bit of trouble. It's possible, though. I mean, if you want to try.
Well, we got a backup plan. That's all we needed.
Yeah, I'll show you where they are when we go get them. If we try and leave through one of the gates and it doesn't work, I'll just direct us back through there because I know what they are.
All right. Well, did you decide where you wanted to be in this, Tommy, or no?
I'm just going to be with you.
Wait, I guess just in a cloak?
No, so let's see. Well, one thing is impersonating a god. First of all, we'd have to get to a god, beat the shit out of the god, and then take their clothes. Because I highly doubt this chapel has god clothing.
Okay.
I
Well, how about
could impersonate a priest, but if I do that, then even if I'm not impersonating Father Lucian, it all goes back to the church.
how about you just make yourself not look like you? You just carry like some type of sack or something, some type of bag, something I can fit in. Milavoy will do the distraction, and then while he's distracting, you casually or swiftly, whatever, get close to the stockade, let me out, and then I'll try to pick the lock. If I can't break the lock in the first try, we just gotta go for, we just gotta brute force it.
Okay, so that's what you guys are doing?
I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Never mind. I was checking something real quick on one of my feats or one of my spells, and oh, buddy, let's do it.
Okay, so you're going as you are now?
I mean, I would make myself look like a passerby.
Okay.
Definitely alter. I take out my disguise kit, hoping there's makeup and stuff in it, kind of make myself look a little different. And this is where I'm really gonna like get into it. I'm gonna pull out. Let me double check. I should have one of these. Yes. Well, I really hope Roderick is worth this. I'm gonna pull out a dagger and cut my hair.
Okay. Are you giving the priest robes back, or are you keeping them?
I wouldn't wear the priest robes. I would just give them back to the church.
Okay, so they...
And probably see if I can find like some normal clothing possibly it's in there that people have
Yeah.
either donated or something.
You probably honestly have some in your disguise kit as is, but you can grab some from the church. That's no problem. So you undo all of the priest stuff, redo yourself, cut your hair. I'm going to give you a dexterity check with advantage because you're cutting your hair off.
Dexterity check?
Yeah, this is your disguise kit, so use dex plus proficiency to see how well you can do this.
Oh, that's pretty high. Let's see what the second roll is. I rolled two 17s back to back.
Amazing.
So for the disguise kit, so we're doing 17 plus dex plus proficiency, you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's a 22. That is a 22.
Yeah, Malin takes a good 10-15 minutes to doff and then don his new makeup. And
While he's doing that, I want to
unrecognizable.
rub myself with like any incense that's in there.
Yeah, you just go into the spice rack and just have a bath, basically, to try and throw off any potential cat scent that you have. Totally fine.
I'm gonna watch her do this, and then I'll say, I probably could have just made you smell a little differently.
Nah,
Now you're kind of covered in spices.
Nah, it's fine. A lot of different scents will draw off the mastiffs that the burgomaster carries around.
You didn't get anything that's seasoned with meat, right? This guy really looks like someone who likes to feed his dogs with the prime of
Well, no,
primes.
it's a church. Why would they carry anything that's seasoned with me?
They've got a cook in the back. I don't know.
No,
These kids get gruel, and I just stare at Millivoy.
Yeah, Millvoy's a little lean. Cool.
I'll give him a gold piece and be like, "You should really eat more protein, possibly. You seem a little lean."
Oh. Sure.
I don't care where you get it from. You don't have to eat meat, but
No, he's fine. Cool. Sure, I guess. Just
plus, I
pockets it.
also need you to understand, Millivoy. I know you're young, you're full of ambition, young, dumb, and I'm not going to finish it, but
That's
you
not
do
fun.
realize you're going to put yourself in danger tonight.
Well, yeah. That's pretty obvious, but it's worth it because if we don't do this, then Roderick might die. So
I also need you to understand that by doing this, if you are caught, the Burgomaster is probably going to torture and kill you. And if you're seen, it will lead you back to this church. And so I need to trust that if you do understand that if you are seen, you might have to leave this place behind.
yeah. Okay. Sure, I'll go grab a hood. Then he kind of goes back.
Actually, no. Just sit down in that chair over there, and I'll open my disguise kit, and I'll be like, just hold still. I probably got some way of making you look a little different. Do you like your hairstyle?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just, if you let me, I'll try and, like, put some makeup on him, try to make him look a little different.
Sure. Yeah. You can roll another disguise kit check.
make him look like Blinsky.
No.
That's two different, way different people.
As weird as Blinsky is, I can't have the heart to kill him, man. He's so passionate about his job. 15 plus 3 plus 2, so 20.
Yeah. Milvoy also looks pretty different from his normal getup.
Okay, now Millivoy, try not to wipe your face too much because it is makeup. It is an aesthetic. It will wash off. So try not to touch your face.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. What did you make him look like?
I wanted him to look like just some kid that you wouldn't even glance at. Like, I'm sure Millivoy's grown up in this town, so people would recognize him even at a passing glance. But really what I did was I tried to make him look kind of dirty, put some bags underneath his eyes, maybe added a little bit of, like, gauntness in his cheeks, stuff like that.
Yeah, he kind of takes a minute and holds his shovel up. I shouldn't take this, cause what if someone sees this and they're like, oh, that's that gravedigger kid. Do you guys like have something else?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to look at him like as I'm just hand him a dagger. That's what I got for him, man. So, this dagger doesn't really mean much to me. You might want to wash it. I just cut my hair with it. But yeah, probably leave the shovel and just take this dagger.
Okay, sure. Cool, I like it. Pockets it. Okay, so Milvoy is set. Irena's set.
But don't
Malin's set.
attack anyone unless you absolutely have to.
No, I won't. It'll be...
Your priority is to run the hell away.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I guess this should probably be decided before we move out. Malin, you're going to have to give Millivoy some type of signal or something to, like, abort a distraction. Just so he knows that we're ready.
Man, that is true, and I didn't even think about that. What can I do? I've got prestidigitation. I just got to think of a way to use that to my advantage. That's not going to draw a crowd, so to speak. Um, let's see. How could I do that? Oh, wait. I think we got something.
Hey, Equa.
Yes.
Roderick at the stockade would be like talking to this dude that's in the one next to him.
Sure.
I just want to know what his name is.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, let me look up a random NPC name for him. His name is Anton. And he's a younger guy, maybe like 25. You kind of get a brief history on him. He lives alone. He had a sister at one point, but she moved off to Kresk to see what life was like there. And he hasn't heard from her in a while. And he's just been sitting here, and he keeps his mouth shut for the most part, but he doesn't really understand why the Burgomaster made this decision with you.
Yeah, so do I get a feeling, just based on living here and seeing stuff like this and being in this situation, that he is going to get out of the stockade alive, or is he here to starve to death as well? I can't remember. Did he specifically say last episode?
He said that you were going to starve to death. He didn't really make a decision on him. He just kind of threw him in here, and the main focus for the town is on you right now. But you wager, knowing the kind of the area that you're in, he probably just will be forgotten about and just left in here until he perishes.
Also, is that the guy that Alarin talked to before he died, who like his wife and kid starved in the prison?
No, that was not the guy.
Gotcha.
You spoke to that guy last night, right?
Yeah, that was like when they were on the way to the Van Pass.
Yeah.
Oh no, we were too late.
Did you think of anything? Because if you
No,
didn't,
I ain't got Jack, to be
Okay,
honest.
so-
Everything requires him to be within 10 feet of me.
So Tia's gonna say, so an idea I had was we could take two different color cloths, and she just goes over to like the closet full of like robes, like I'm assuming they're black ones, and maybe like a bit of red cloth, and she'll or like white cloth, and she'll take a red cloth. She's like, if he sees that it's red, like you'll wrap this around your wrist. If it's red, that means don't do it. And then she says, if you wrap a white cloth around your wrist, then he should go ahead and start the distraction.
Well, how far away is he going to be?
He should be able to see us.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, if this torch is out, I could just, well, no, then I'd probably be seen. That's a good idea. It's going to be dark, so we'd have to make sure that we're well lit when I do that. Otherwise, he's not going to figure out what color I'm putting around me.
Well, that's true.
And all of my ideas require me to speak and do some hand signals. So if someone's watching me, they're clearly going to see me either put out a torch or shoot a firework out of my finger. And...
You could just like make a display of like light in the air, right? You could do that. I'd see
Well,
that.
that's just gonna draw attention.
Yes, I mean, if I spontaneously cast a spell that lights up an area and then suddenly you start making noise and they see me casting the spell.
Why don't we have like a code word, like?
We're gonna be too far apart. You know what? Maybe you had an idea with the lantern, Malin, or the torch. How about you just light one, and if you light it, and immediately put it out, like, the flame didn't work, then it's a no. But if you light it and it stays on for about 3 seconds, then he goes.
That could work. Um, I would say it'd probably be smarter to have a torch already lit since it'd be dark. It'd be kind of weird to walk out there with a dark
Well,
torch and then
oh
suddenly
no.
light one. But what if I put the torch out?
Yeah, I guess you could act like the torch went out.
So wait, so you could just like make fire?
Oh, yes.
Then you could just like do it in your hands and then just close it and your hands and close it and then maybe that, like that's just simple, you know.
Well, how common is someone creating fire with their hands in this area?
Well, I guess not super, but if you hold the torch, then maybe people will not think that it's too bad.
I'll leave
I
it to you.
could
Maylee.
be holding the torch, have my hand in my pocket, and try to whisper and have the torch go out.
Okay, you know what, you guys? I love this, but it's getting late, and I feel like we gotta go because I don't want Roderick to
Hey,
die.
look,
So
look. If he lights a torch, if you see someone light a torch, that it's us. Malin, I guess the whole point of this is you'll just have to stay close to areas that are already well lit, and as soon as you get to like a dark lit area, just light a torch. And we just gotta go with that.
That's what I'll do then. All right, so everyone's ready. Irina,
She's gonna be watching the exit. She's gonna be checking the east gate.
okay, so she won't be with us. Good, good. All right, yeah. Let's
Okay.
do it.
So, you guys leave the church and you head towards the town square. It is Tia, you're in Malin's coat, you said?
He's carrying a sack like just a regular person.
In a
Regular people
sack.
carry like sacks. on the
Sure,
street.
sure. Yeah. And then you've
She's
got
in my fanny pack. No,
Yes.
I got a sack. I got a sack.
Ew. Yeah, so you've got Tia in the backpack and then Arena and Milivoy behind you. And you head over there. Okay. So when you get to the town square, which road you're coming down this road, I'm assuming?
Which road? I'm sorry.
This one.
Yeah. More than
Back of
likely
the
the
scrotum.
closest one.
Okay.
Yeah. What's that?
Let me drag you over here. Arena's going to dip off, and basically she's going to stand right there. And then Milvoy's going to be behind you two. And you guys are coming down this way. So, as you come to the town square, you do see... What time is it? It's late. It's probably like 8 or 9 in the evening. So the people aren't really out right now. Most people are gone home for the festival because they ran all day and they want to go home now. Or their work for the day has ended or whatever. So it's not really occupied in terms of the town square apart from, I will say, 2 guards on each exit. No, you've taken out a good chunk of guards. It'll be 1 guard on each exit. You see in the middle section where that stockade is, you see 3 figures who are currently in there. Each one has a donkey head on them. And so it's difficult to make out the face. But you do recognize the armor of Roderick as the one in the middle, front and center. Both of you roll perception checks for me as well.
Alright.
It's not very good.
I got a 12 plus 3, so 15.
15. Yeah, you also see someone, Malin, a figure who's kind of standing, leaning against this wall right here, who's a little bigger and a little brutish, and he's just kind of watching the stocks.
Well, I guess now is good a time as any. Man, this is gonna be really crazy.
Where do you want Milvoy to be before we do anything else?
I need Milivoy to hang back, but like, is there enough torches? Like, I'm assuming people have torches around this. I mean, guards are watching, so
Yeah.
I'd imagine to be able to see the people that they're watching. Like, how well lit is the town center at night?
The guards have torches, but it's just the guards. It's not supposed to be well lit for the sake of like people looking at the prisoners. It's just that they need to be able to see the prisoners. So only the guards have torches. Apart from that, there's nothing else.
It's about to get weird. I'll tell Milivoy to hang back. I'll be like, so Milivoy, I'm going to walk up to that guard over there. Is there a, yeah, there's a guard.
There's a guard right like on you guys
Okay,
because you came
so
down the street, but you could say this from further back.
I'm gonna walk up to that guard. And what I need you to do is be prepared. Because what I'm going to do is ask him if he'll ask a traveler for a light. As I've left my flint and steel and can't find my way home. As it's pretty dark out here. As soon as my torch is lit, I need you to make as much noise as possible.
Okay, sure. I'm gonna go back down the road then, and I'll go right back about 30 feet, and then I'll just I'll be watching.
All right. Here we go. I'm going to walk up to that guard, the one that's closest to us. Like, excuse me, sir, but could you help me with this torch? I see that you have one and was wondering if I could get a light off of you. It's kind of hard to see out here.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm good at these. Oh, thank God I'm good at them. I rolled a 9, but it's a +9, baby.
Yeah, he kind of looks back at you, and he kind of says, "You shouldn't be out here in the middle of the night, especially not in this place. I will light your torch, and you must go."
Thank you, sir.
As he leans over and lights the torch, it erupts in flame, and as you hold it up and look at it for a second, you kind of hear this as Milvoy is like turning this massive crank in his hands. He's like, "Oh look, it's a cool toy I found. It's so fun. It makes cool noises." And he's just gonna keep like whirling it as loud as he can. He's gonna make a performance check, I guess.
What the fuck is that?
With
He's selling it
advantage
real good.
because he's selling it. Yep. The whole time he was on his way over, he like was chewing on his lip and like had a hobble because he was really in character. That's a 12, which is not terrible. That's over a 10. Yeah, let's have a look. See, shall we? Let's see how many guards go. It's just one. The guard that's next to you guys says, "Damn kids. Please excuse me. Be on your way." And he just walks straight by to go and get after Milvoy. He's like, "Hey, get back in your house. It's past curfew." And Milvoy's like, "Oh boy, this cool toy. It makes cool noises." And Milvoy's just going to basically run around to the next street, and he's going to keep doing it. As he's doing this,
Yeah, this is going to require some improv if you can hear me. And I'm being very whispering.
what are you
She's
two
not going to
doing?
reply, but she's listening.
Well, it seems that our little thing didn't work. So I need you to trust me. If you want me to put your sack down right now, tell me.
She moves her paw in the bag in a way that it just touches your back, like ever so slightly.
I'm going to start walking directly up to the people that are up there.
To the stocks?
Yeah, I don't know what the paw meant. I didn't know if that meant like I trust you or let me the fuck out of here.
Okay. So as Milvoy is distracting the two guards up top, and you see now the other one who's like on the street that he's on is kind of like turning around and like thinking about going and begins walking off. You begin walking up to the stocks, Malin, and as you do so, walking up with purpose, you hear a sound as footsteps approach. It's this kind of like snapping sound every once in a while, and you look up.
Snapping sound.
Yeah. You look up and you see a guy approaching. It's that same guy who was leaning on the wall, who was watching the stocks. Bald head, and like this big, weird right arm. And as he's snapping it, fire is coming out of it. He looks down to you as he kind of stands up above you. Why are you here?
You know, this is one of those moments where shit's about to hit the fan, regardless of what we do. So I'm just going to look over at him. I'll drop the bag as I'm at the stockade. I'll drop it. I'll turn, and I will try to make like as menacing as a face as I can. And I will try to... I will try to mimic Strahd's voice and say, I can't do this voice, Equa.
You can just say it.
I
It's
can't.
fine.
I want to look at him and say, to feed, for I am hungry.
Make a deception check.
They have advantage from his feet.
Yeah,
Rest in peace, Malin.
I think you have.
Well, let me check that. I don't
believe.
want to say yes to that. Let me check that. You gain a +1 to charisma. You have advantage on deception and performance checks
There you
when
go.
trying to pass yourself off as a different person.
Ooh.
So yeah, not a +9 on deception, but I got a +7. So let's see what happens.
And advantage. You
Okay,
roll
that's
two
a
nat
14. That's a 14. And that's a 3. So 14 + 7.
So 40% is 21. Okay, so now roll intimidation.
Oh,
Because it's one thing to be mimicking.
I got a
him.
+6 to that. So let's hope, baby.
Bard.
This is just
Bard,
a straight
bard.
roll.
19 + 6, bitch.
25.
25.
Oh, 19 plus 6.
Straight bussin'. Is that what the kids are saying?
Okay.
Yeah. They say bussin'.
bussin'.
Yeah, as you say this and scrunch your face up as much as you can, looking back to the figure that you, I think you've seen him once before.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Burgomaster's mansion that you recognize to be Isaac.
Actually, I don't think I ever saw Isaac. I just know his description. It was Tia that saw Isaac. I never saw him.
You know the name regardless, and you watch as he kind of takes a few steps back and he says, "How did you get in here?"
I'm just gonna say, obviously you saw the vampires. Did you really think your little shenanigans each week would work?
He keeps backing up furthermore and kind of looks around to the rest of the guards who now all begin to see that you're doing this. He just... Guards! Get him! And he just begins to walk back further and further.
I want to laugh in a very dark way as like an intimidation to all these guards.
Okay.
To sound like Strahd.
So what we're going to do is we're going to roll initiative.
Okay.
Here.
Tia's on the ground, by the way. I dropped her
Tia
sack.
is
so
on the ground.
She's
the
hearing
bag.
all this shit going on.
Tia's on the ground, and you would have had a turn before this to kind of do something. But this is
No,
important.
she's waiting in the back. She's trusting in him, and as soon as she hears what he's doing, she doesn't want to blow it just yet.
I'm gonna roll in whatever it's called too.
You
Initiative,
should
right?
also roll initiative. You
Oh,
should.
the initiative I rolled isn't that good.
That
Ooh,
just went flying off my
I
table.
don't know if I really need to be first here.
It's a 16, so maybe it's good.
I got a nat 20 for 24.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
It's not
I got
great. I got a
16.
7.
I'll put it in the chat.
Classic Roderick rolling single digit
For
initiative.
so long.
Well, he is also in a stockade, so
I guess it makes sense. Yeah.
It's justifiable now, yes.
Okay, so
he was
Tia
always in the stockade.
got a 24. I gotta roll for NPCs. Baka, if you wanna roll for Milivoy.
All right.
Uh,
Is it +0, I assume?
and I'll roll for Arena. Yeah.
Milivoy got a 15.
Sorry, Meyore, we're out of characters, and I don't want to give up.
Meyore, why's your name Zior right now?
Oh,
Long story.
You've been throwing me off all night when I see a message pop up on my computer. Zior, I was like, who is that?
Nah, bro, keep it.
We had to improvise to get the layout to work right.
Oh, I'm
Earlier.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
20 to 15.
all good.
Milivoy got 15.
20 to 15, I got a 16.
So 16 for
And
Melee.
I know Tia got a nat 20, so 24 for Tia.
And then Milivoy. Okay. And then, okay, that's every PC and DM PC that I have. And then. Okay.
I would like to make a request.
Yes.
Roll an initiative for Antoine, whatever you said his name was.
And
Okay. I can. Sure. I'll do that, Grizz, just for you. Meal, you can play Anton. Anton has a 0 to every stat. He's got a 10 armor class and he rolled a 3 on initiative.
He's a coward.
nice, nice.
4 HP probably.
Get him
Okay.
out of here alive.
So, top of the round. Tia, you are up.
Okay, so I hear the speech go on. I hear guards get him.
Mm-hmm. You did.
Balin said he dropped. Tommy, you said you dropped me right in front of stockades, right?
Yeah, so I walked up to the stockade. Is that how you were painting that, Equa? Because that's like in my brain,
Yeah.
the way you
dropped-
described it. We were up on the stockades, and that's whenever he was like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, it's right on the stockades.
And I'm hoping whatever Tia does, I can grant some benefit as I'm drawing the attention of, like, especially with old boy who's like, what in the hell? And he even backed up. So I'm hoping
Okay.
Tia can get some type of bonus to, like, sneaking around out of the sack.
Uh,
Drag him down there.
Equal, you said basically had like an action or like a round to like do one action, right?
You did
Like
because
prior to the initiative.
because he dropped you down there and then did something else. You had one round before. Yeah.
Okay. So that round before, I would just, it's gonna sound weird, but knowing what I have to do, I would just like to just prep the thieves tools or like just prep my tools for picking locks to maybe grant me an advantage on hopefully when I do the thieves tools.
Okay. Interesting.
You're still in
I'm
the
just
sack for
checking
this.
I'm still in the sack, yes.
You haven't seen the lock.
No, I'm blind guessing it. So
So I'm not going to give you advantage on it. I will give you a +1. Just to have them ready and getting ready to go.
So she is going to then move out of the bag and knowing that Roderick was in the middle one, just by this figure and whatnot, she's going to quickly try to undo his lock.
Okay, and this is on the first turn of combat.
Yes.
Okay.
Dexterity, thieves tools,
Get Antoine first.
22.
22.
Damn it.
The lock. Roderick, you feel the weight of the wood on your left hand just begin to lift.
Curious. I'm just kind of curious. If I passed off as Strahd, would Roderick with his donkey head think that Strahd was actually there to eat him?
I probably
Yeah.
thought that until Tia just got me out.
That's true.
Or Tia's working with Strahd.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe.
Okay. So that was your movement and your action to do that.
she is going to try to hide now, just in all the chaos.
Okay, so you're just gonna like hide under the legs of the next guy.
Yeah.
Roll your stealth
where's
check.
my stealth? 24.
24. Pretty good. You think that you are hidden. Malin, it's now your turn.
Okay, man. So this is gonna be interesting. What I want to do. So with prestidigitation, I can create an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect as a shower of sparks, a puff of wind, a faint musical note, or an odd odor. Now it says puff of sparks. I'm wondering if you will allow me to create a small area of, granted, it doesn't last long, but smoke. Like, I want to laugh evilly, but like raise my hands up, like smoke begins to kind of barrel out beneath like whatever clothes I have, just to add to the effect that you don't want to fuck with Strahd.
Sure. It's not the perfect cantrip for this. I think Druidcraft would probably be better. But you can
Yeah.
kind of make like a magician's like puff of smoke underneath your clothes if you want to.
Or no, can I like so? What about a bat? I'm not summoning. It is an illusion.
Yeah, you know-
illusionary effect. I want to drop the torch and just like laugh and have like raise my arms as a bat flies out real quick and like just diminishes.
Yeah, it's good that it's nighttime because it probably wouldn't be the shape of a bat exactly, but you can get like a dark
Yes.
shadow like go like that in front of you. Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Bro, no. Don't kill me. See, my Pugsley's just gonna come out now.
Oh, there it is.
This is what I was afraid of. That's why I don't play
So-
multiple games at once.
That is one action, so I can't do anything else besides move. And at this point, I'm just trying to use that as a means of intimidating those around me.
Sure,
So I won't be moving.
sure. Okay, so following Malin's turn, it's now Isaac's go. Isaac backing up is gonna chuck fire at you, and he's gonna do it.
Hold on. I've got one spell left, homie.
He's gonna do it twice. So
Okay. So what I'll do is darn it.
what is this thing?
You can do so after the roll. Okay, so yeah, do what you're gonna do.
Your silvery barbs in one of them potentially.
No.
Okay, the first one is a 24 to hit.
24. I'm going to cutting words that. Wait, let me check. No, I'm not, because even with a
If you cutting words this, you
Oh,
can't make
cutting
it lower
words,
than
I'll
your
still-
AC.
I'll still hit it. He'll still hit me at
Yeah.
that 24. He'll still hit me.
You can cutting words the damage.
So
not
I
just the
could
damage.
silvery barbs it,
You could.
but then I can't do cutting words because it's a reaction
Sure.
on the second hit. So I'm gonna go ahead and what I'll do for my last stealth slot is I'm going to silvery barbs that.
Okay. So enforcing disadvantage. It's better for you. That's a 13 to hit.
That misses by one. Woo, woo.
And who are you giving the advantage to?
I'm going to give the advantage to Tia.
Okay, so Tia, you have advantage on a roll of your
As
choice.
like a silvery barbs in a way that's like, do not think you could attack the devil of Barovia
Nice.
and get away with it.
Still backing up. He's going to go for his second attack. This is a straight roll. That is terrible. That's an 8.
That misses.
You are getting in his head as he is just reacting purely out of fear. And people in the realm of Barovia, they don't always act with emotion, but all of them can be frightened in some way. This is definitely the case with this one, where he's stoic and stone on the outside, but right now you've seethed something in him. He's not going to do anything else. He's going to back up, trying to get away from Strahd Man. Okay, that's where he's going to go. Following Isaac, it's Milivoy's go. Baka, go ahead. Do what you want to do with Milivoy.
Where is he and what's his situation?
Milivoy is up the road, and he was distracting the guards, and now they've all turned to look back at the town square.
He's gonna drop his toy.
Go
Because they
home.
seem to be distracted with that. He's going to try to sneak through the buildings to get an eye on what's happening in the town square to see if he has to help or not.
He sure is. Roll stealth check.
It's a 6.
He sure is going. And then you can roll your perception if you want to.
Natural 20.
Yeah, he sees everything. He sees Tia. No, he doesn't see Tia because Tia's stealth is still higher than his modifier. So he just sees the 3 people in the stocks, but he sees Roderick getting loose. And he sees Malin, 4 Malin, scaring Isaac back. The guards are also about to encroach on the 3 compadres.
Then he is going to, seeing that Roderick's free, he's going to hold his action to dash. If Roderick starts to run, he will go with him to show him where to go.
Okay, so Milivoy's going to be right here. That's where Milivoy's going to be. Okay, following Milivoy, it's now the guards' turns. Let's roll for the guards. How many did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 D20s.
Is me scaring the person they're scared of, like, working on them?
It is, to an extent.
Just curious.
This one who was behind Tia basically just runs up and chucks the spear, like, straight at you.
Oh, no.
No, we.
Where's my guard stat block? It's right here. That's absolute horse crap. It's an 8 to hit.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, I could roll really well on trying to drown guard, but I can't roll well on trying to do this thing. The one below is also going to try and... since you're kind of within range, he's going to try and stab you before he leaves. Which is an 11.
Wait, was there a guard next to us? I thought
Yeah.
the only person next to us was, what's his name, with the fire hand.
Right underneath of you on the map. Are you guys on the right
Oh,
map?
okay.
Am I
No,
on the
no,
map?
I'm not on a battle map. I'm just on the town map, so I'm kind of having a hard time gauging where everyone is.
Yeah, look right here. That's where you guys are. Yeah, that's going to be their turn. The other ones aren't going to do anything because they did not roll high enough. Okay. That's them. Following that is Arena. Arena sees the big guy coming and is going to basically slink around to... We'll say right there. And the numbers mean nothing. He did not just move 350
Man,
feet.
she just ran a lot of feet in one round. I feel like I should be able to leave
We'll-
this town in one round.
We'll round it down. So 100 feet is 10 feet. Got it? Nailed it. She's going to attempt
Fly
to do
into
so
the air.
stealthily, which is not good, actually, at all for Arena. That's bad for her. Yeah, Dex +1.
Yeah, but I mean, the guards were kind of far away, you know.
Yeah.
I'm distracting them. I'm distracting them with the fact that I am Strahd now.
Yeah, it's not the guards that I'm worried about.
What?
Strahd. He's pissed that you're trying to be.
Meyore would see this as she kind of tries to get low and ends up like knocking over a crate or something on the side. And in doing so, Isaac turns to her. And you guys see a look of revelation is the best way to put it. If you recall, Malin and Tia, Blinsky said who he was making the dolls for.
Yeah.
And it was this guy right here. As he turns to
That's why I
Arena,
was really worried about it.
and he just kind of like jaw dropped, begins to turn and walk towards her instead.
Oh no.
But
We
he will do
save
so
the
on his
boy to
turn.
kill the woman. That's
Following
not
that-
good.
Roderick, you are blinded, but you are there. You're blinded because the donkey head on your head.
Yeah, take that off. Get him. Let him go. Tia. And I say, Antone, go to your sister and crush.
Okay.
Get out of town. And I will. What's like the closest thing to me?
I mean, you've got both stocks on either side of you. I'm gonna
Closest
say
person, I should say. I'm sorry.
probably Anton. I'm gonna say
Closest enemy. I should be specific. I'm sorry.
closest
Third time's the
enemy
charm.
would probably be this guy beneath Malin right here.
And he's going toward Malin to attack.
No, he just attacked and he's now like kind of just standing his ground. I will say for you, Roderick, your component pouch. No, you wear an amulet. Never mind. It's fine.
Yeah.
Amulet's fine. You keep that.
So, screw it, man. I've had it up to here with these guards. I'm a sacred flame. That's all I can do.
What save is
Oh,
that?
shoot.
It's save of some sort.
It's
I
not
don't
a
know.
success. Whatever it is,
Oh,
it's
wait,
not a
hold on.
success.
Is it a save? I have no idea.
Yeah, I think it's either Dex or
It doesn't-
Con.
It doesn't have like a number for it to save though. That's so
It
weird.
doesn't matter
Whatever your spell
because
save DC is.
Oh,
his-
because I clicked on Spare the Dying. I'm tired, guys. It's a 14 he has to pass.
he rolled a 12 on both Dex and Con. It's the same modifier.
So that's a 2 radiant damage.
A 2 radiant damage. Yeah, this one, there is a small white flame that kind of wreaths and engulfs him for a second before dissipating. And you kind of hear beneath the screams kind of a confusion. As he's a guard, so he's not super intelligent but not super stupid, going by the stat block, and he's just a little confused as to why he just got hit with radiant damage when Strahd is right in front of him.
Because I cast it. Not Strahd.
Yeah. But there's like you know what? Sure, he's not that smart. Sure, I'll allow it. Good job, Grizz. So that's your action. And then you got your movement.
I'm not gonna move yet because I'm waiting for Tia to get Antoine out of here. Antone, whatever his name was.
Okay, so you're just gonna stay where you are.
Anton.
Yeah.
You never seen the Count of Monte Cristo? Come on, man.
What did he say his name was? Antoine?
Anton.
Anton? I don't know how to say it.
Anton.
I can't say that.
It's spelled like what you're saying, but it's not how it's said.
I knew an Anton growing up in primary school, dude. It's not an uncommon name. Speaking of, it's Anton's go. Anton's still tied, so nothing Anton can do. Sorry, Meyore. Top of the
Oh,
round,
good.
Tia, you are up.
He's going to Thieves' Tools, Anton's thing.
Sure.
18.
Anton's lock also pings open.
You said there's 3 people up here.
There are.
Chris, you're kidding me.
Is this third guy like I would have been talking to everybody? Is this third guy
no,
the guy
the
we were
third
trying
guy.
to save?
Yeah.
Before?
No, the third guy was the person that was on your behalf, I believe.
No, that's the guy. I think that's.
Yeah, that's Anton. Anton was the guy who spoke out about Roderick.
Oh shoot!
The third guy was the
Yeah.
guy from the previous night, and he is still alive.
That's who we're trying to save.
So I gotta do this again, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
We're all about to die.
She's going to stealth and hide.
Okay. So do that again.
Oh
No.
no!
Uh-oh.
No
She
dice on that.
advantage with the smoke that I cast.
Nope. The stealth is a no-go on that one.
Well, it's fine. It's just guards. Isaac's busy anyway, so.
Yeah.
That does it.
Malin, it's now your turn.
Yeah, we're about to not have Irina again.
Oh well. She should have stayed at church.
You do see Isaac, and Arena rolled terribly on stealth. You do see Isaac beginning to make the decision to go towards Arena.
No, Irina was in that area, right?
You knew because she rolled like crap, and she was there before, yeah.
I want to try and do an intimidation when I see that he perks up and looks in that area.
Okay.
And I want to say, I want to say, Cursed blood is not what I'm after, but if you touch my wife, I will have yours.
Okay. Yeah, you roll your intimidation check. I think it's going to be a straight roll here.
That is a fucking 19. Plus,
Nin-
that's 19 on the die.
Okay.
Intimidation
Oh.
plus 6.
So 25.
25.
That's pretty good. Yeah, okay.
Oh, I want to call him by name, though, when I say it. Like,
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, you say
just to
this
get in his
him.
head a little bit more.
You say this to him, and you know that he is essentially he's got the frightened condition right now of you. And he looks back to you as you say this, and there is almost like a tearing of his whole person right now. You recognize the obsession that makes up pretty much most of his waking thoughts, being conflicted with his ability and desire to survive. And at this point in time, he's just frozen, not moving at all.
Ooh. So would that take an action to do that, or
Yeah,
how
that'd
would
be
you
an
rule
action.
that? Okay, so movement. I want to say I moved like 5 foot closer towards Isaac, just to have that kind of imposing kind of thing with like this mad look on my face, where I'm kind of like hissing a little bit, like leave my wife alone, or I will eat you instead.
Sure. So you move a little closer to... You're basically under Roderick right now. Where we all want to be. Following your turn,
I'm a
Malin,
power bottom for Roderick.
it will be Isaac's go. Isaac is going to freeze and waste his turn. Milavoy is now up.
Seeing the Roderick's free, he's gonna try and sneak his way out of here to start making a way towards the gate, because Malin's with him.
Sure. Roll your stealth again.
Became a character nobody wants me to get killed.
It doesn't even matter because like they're all focused on what's happening in the town square
Rolled
anyway.
a 14.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad for him. It's better than their passives. Cool.
I don't know how far I can move.
Milway begins to sneak away. That's fine. That's fine where it is. Okay, guards.
Gar?
Gar's
just
body just
appears.
falls from the sky.
Scythe in hand. Yeah, this one up top has lost his spear, and he's going to go running up to the main road, shouting for help.
Howard.
You hear him say, essentially along the lines of, help, help, the devil is here. This one still has his spear. And so is going to try and stab Malin again and probably miss because he's terrible. Ah, that's better. It's a 21 to hit. You have a reaction if you have another silvery barbs.
He's out of spells. I think he just has to calculate cunning words. Or...
I'm not gonna be able to cunning words that. You know what? I'm going to cunning words it to try and play off that he kind of caught me by surprise because I was mad about my wife. So I'll roll it. Or do you want to roll a d6 or do I roll a d6?
You roll the d6, and as a reminder, you can use it on damage instead.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, I think.
Wait,
Ivor could
really?
do that, I think.
It just says ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
So,
Oh, that's
never
Bardic
mind.
Inspiration. Never mind. I'm an idiot.
Attack rolls, ability checks, and damage rolls. So yeah.
Yeah. So
Damage
yeah,
rolls.
I'll let him hit.
Okay, so that does hit. 4. He's using 2 hands on this one. Because you're the big bad. That's a total of 4 piercing damage.
4 piercing. Okay, I'm gonna use a cutting words. Come on, baby. That's a fucking 5.
5. He goes
You
to
heal 1.
He goes to stab
Yeah, do I
into
heal?
you. No, you don't heal. He goes to stab into you, and you feel the spear begin to pierce into your clothing, and you look at him and say whatever you say if you're cutting words.
I'm just gonna hiss like directly in his face.
And because of that, the spear ever so slightly misses and glances off of your armor. And to the rest of the group, it looks like he just stabbed you, and you just didn't impact at all. He kind of like drops the spear, and it kind of sticks there for a second before clattering to the ground. He's like, hands up, backing up right now.
I am Strahd.
Dude, I can't deny this is cool as shit. This guy's gonna go backwards and bump into Meyore. He's just gonna say, just go now. And that's that.
I'm going.
Irina...
Not Macho Man Randy Savage.
Ooh, you ain't going nowhere, brother.
Irina realizes the thing with Isaac. He's noticed her. And so she's just gonna... She wants to get to you guys. How far are you away? I can't read that. That's behind everything.
1,000 feet.
That's about 30. She'll disengage. She's gonna disengage. No, she's not. She's gonna run around this way instead. She's gonna use her action to dash instead. I don't know how far this is. Probably about 50, so I'll put her behind you, Roderick. 60. Right there. And she basically turns to you and draws a rapier and says, "We gotta go right now. Come on."
Right.
And that's that. Roderick, it's your go.
I am
To help
I'm
you
sorry, I'm
with this,
trying-
he was going to say to you, Broderick, if I can't break him out with this one go, we just got to leave him.
Right. I'm gonna cast guidance on Tia.
Okay. Are you gonna move at all?
I'll start to move. The problem is, I guess Roderick doesn't know where the exfil is, so I don't know which way we're going. So I'm just gonna wait here.
Sure. So you just wait there. Sick. Anton is here and free. Meyore, do you want to do anything with Anton at all?
I mean, Roderick told him to get the hell out of here. So is there any like escape route that he could see from his position?
He sees roads that the guards just went down. If you wanted to take him, you could cut him directly north or directly west. But Anton would know that directly west is the Burgomaster's mansion.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he would take off north and maybe try to cut off into a side alley if he didn't see anyone immediately next to him.
And thus concludes Meyore's adventures with that NPC.
Hopefully he lives. Mission accomplished.
We'll see.
Would have been smarter if he stuck with us until we got out.
Okay,
Well, he's
Tia.
dead now, so.
Oh well, he's fine.
All right.
He'll be okay.
There's chaos in the city.
I remember Tommy said I had advantage on something. Does this still count?
That
Yes.
would have been your
Yeah.
next roll. it
Next
happens.
roll.
Which-
So
Well,
you would have
it
already
still
used
didn't matter.
it.
So
Yeah, you would have used it.
You are guided.
I am guided, so that's a +1, right?
It's a +4. I mean a
Plus
plus
D4.
D4. Is what I meant to say.
+4, okay.
Brain's
So I'm
not
gonna
working today.
use These tools first on this last lock here. Oh, it's a 13. I'm going to use the D4.
Yeah, roll the d4.
1-4.
One.
No.
Oh.
You go ahead and try and pick the lock of this guy that you saw the previous night who had been dehydrated almost to the point of death. And as you go and try and pick the lock, you are not quite getting it. The DC for these is
Jesus.
15.
She says, Roderick, I can't do it. We need to go. And she's just going to start moving south-ish, basically like towards these houses.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay. Malin, it's your go.
Okay, so I'm going to look at Roderick and Tia, and I'm gonna nod. As I turn and nod towards them, I'm going to walk up. I can't do it. Never mind, because I used my last spell slot. This dude's gonna die. I'm sorry, he's just gonna die. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'll stay where I'm at, and I will shout towards Isaac, and I'll say, Isaac, run and tell your silly town master that no one keeps the devil of Barovia at bay. As I create this, I use prestidigitation to create like this shower of sparks around me as I laugh, like heinously.
Okay, roll another intimidation.
Oh, there it is. Nat fucking 20!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You
Malin's
roll like
episode.
Crazy today, dude.
Yeah.
26! A 26.
26, yeah. As you just stand there maniacally laughing, he can't come up on you. He can't. He just can't do it anymore. He's terrified. Anything else for you, Malin?
I just want, like, as I'm laughing, I just want to look at all of these guards that think that they can fuck with Strahd.
They all started to dip long ago. So you're just really further hammering home that section. Okay. So, following your turn, if there's nothing else,
No, I don't think there is.
it's now Isaac's go. Isaac is... The Burgomaster is on the other side of you, to where Isaac is. So Isaac is instead going to basically move upwards as he attempts to flee, coming right before Meyore. And he kind of looks back to him, and you know what? Milleroy's not a part of the party. We'll leave it there. Okay.
He's a baby boy.
Then
He
it's
also is
Milleroy's
disguised.
turn.
Oh, don't hurt me.
Yeah, he is also disguised. That's true. Millevoy is disguised. I did do that.
It is Milleroy's turn. Baka, I'm going to take Milleroy from you because he's just out of eye line of everyone else.
Go for it.
Okay. Cool. He is not, however, out of earshot. Roderick, you hear it first as he says, you get him shouting as he says, "Let me go!" And that's that. It's in the guards' turns. The guards are gonna fuck off. Yeah. Arena. As the last guards are fleeting, Arena's gonna kind of like come behind you, Malin, and like put her hand on your shoulder, and she's like, "Come, my love, we should leave this place now." And starts kind of like trying to get you to go. So she's gonna start moving down. Roderick, it's now your go.
Can I get to Milivoy on this turn?
God damn it.
Let's see. Where are you right now?
Or within 15 feet?
You can definitely get within 15 feet, 100%.
Okay, can I get in? It's weird because it's not a map. I essentially want to run up within 15 feet of Isaac, wherever he is, and try and use a cone spell and just get Isaac. Is this possible?
So you run up there to see what's going on, and you see that Isaac has grabbed Milivoy by the back of the shirt and he's pulling him away. It seems that he's recognized that he had a part in this.
Okay. So can I cast my spell in a way where it's not quite getting Milivoy?
You are going to have to roll very high on a spellcasting check using your modifier.
I feel like if there was a grid, they would technically be in two different grid sections and I could piece it.
They would, except Milivoy would be in front of Isaac to you.
But I couldn't come like down at like an angle. Like if I kept going a little past or something. I don't know. It's weird because you don't know.
It is weird. I'll give you that. It's weird. It'll be a roll. It'll be a roll. You'll have to beat
it'll be a roll. Got
DC 15. I'll set DC at 15.
Well, that's probably not going to beat it. What do I add?
Your spellcasting modifier, which would be wisdom for you.
Yeah, no, it's going to miss. All right, so it's going to hit both of them, but I'm casting Color Spray. So let's hope Milivoy has like no HP.
Milivoy has 4 HP.
Okay, perfect. That's great. And hopefully he doesn't have that much, the other dude. That's not terrible. Well, I'm going to need like a calculator.
What is Color Spray? What the hell does that do?
Essentially, I'm going to stun everybody in it. It works like sleep with the HP maximum.
Sure.
And then everybody who gets hit by it and is in that threshold gets stunned for 2 until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Got you.
8 plus 6 plus 7 plus 4. Okay. So 45 is the total.
45. So you definitely take Milivoy out.
So then there would be 41. So does Isaac have more than 41 HP?
Isaac
Probably.
does have more than 41 hit points.
Yeah.
As you go ahead and throw out the color spray, you watch as Milivoy instinctively pulls his arm up to his eyes, blinded for a turn. But Isaac just kind of... and then looks back to you. I'm going to put you right about there. Is where you'll be.
In the business of hurting little boys, are you?
He just kind of grunts, and he's it's not his turn yet, but he's gonna keep dragging Milivoy away when he goes, because he's got something that he can have. Anything else for you, Roderick?
All I can do. I ain't got shit else.
All right, Anton is away. Tia, it's now your turn. At the top of your turn, Tia, as you heard this guard retreating, you can hear many more footsteps coming not from his direction, but coming from the direction of where the Burgomaster's mansion is, over the lawn. Like over the grass, it's coming straight to the town square.
So, basically, like over through that part.
Yeah.
See, I knew that. Yeah.
After Tia, it'll be Malin.
And I hold my actions until I see what Malin does.
You ain't gonna like it.
You can prepare an action, but you have to tell me what action you're preparing. Is the way the D&D works.
I'm just preparing to move. That's it.
Can you hold a move action, Baka?
I wonder.
I don't think you can.
You can hold a dash.
Yep.
So
You can
that
hold a
would
dash.
be
So you
just as normal movement.
Yeah, so you can that's fine.
Yep, no, I'll do that then.
Okay. Wait and see what Malin does. Malin, you are up.
Roderick, why you gotta make this so difficult? I'm going to dash forward towards where Roderick went, and as I get up to him, I want to whisper, "Don't be a fool. We'll save him." And then I'm going to shout at, I want to Malin. At this point, he's seen me, so I'm anticipating he'll accept this. As I kind of grab him, and I want to cast Prestidigitation that my canines have extended. As I look at the Isaac that's grabbing Milivoy and say, young tender meat is my specialty. Let the boy go and let your master feast. As I kind of try to intimidate that he needs to leave this area entirely.
Okay, yeah. Roll another intimidation.
Not as good. But it is a 16 plus 6. So 22.
Not as good, he says.
Not as good. Still over
I got a
20.
plus 6 on all my modifiers. It's not as good,
Yes,
but
that's a nice.
That's
That's a
good.
nice
man.
modifier.
Bards.
as far as getting people to convince people of shit, bards are the way to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I know it. You kind of see his expression turn to that of mild frustration as he just kind of lets go of the back of the shirt. He's just going to stay there, and he's not going to move now. He's just going to kind of stand there and stoically, vengefully just watch what you're doing.
So
Okay.
now that Malin, Tia has seen Malin move and probably overheard bits of it, she's quickly going to say to Irina, "We need to go now," and she's just going to just further run south with her dash, kind of southeast-ish. She doesn't want to hit the main road. She's just going to take almost a wide berth to get to the east gate.
Sure. So you are going
basically
southeast. So
back
you're
these
going-
houses.
Yeah, back around there.
Yeah.
Okay. There is no light back here, so anyone without dark vision is going to struggle to see anything.
I never told her to follow me. I just said we need to go. So I
Yes,
have
sir.
dark vision, I'm fine.
Yeah. Irina is gonna basically go up to Malin again, and she's gonna just be like, "Come, husband, it's time for us to go now. Come on." And I guess she will also hold her action to dash. Cool. I totally made her go way before she should have, but that's fine. Do. That was Tia's go. So then it was Malin's go. And then it's Isaac's go. Isaac's going to stay where he is. And it's Milivoy's turn. Milivoy's just going to stick with you, Roderick. He's going to move
stunned.
exactly with you. He's blinded.
Oh, it's blinded. Blinded? I thought he was
Yeah.
stunned for some reason. Blinded. Yeah, you're
He's
right.
blinded, but because he can still hear, although he can't see. He feels the grapple release, and he's just going to walk forward till he basically stumbles into you. Because he heard you talking the whole time. And so you have him kind of there, and I guess he will also hold his action to dash with you. He's going to go wherever you go. Guards. The guards are all going to start coming up. For the purposes of this, I'm just going to give this guard back. He's going to represent the masses now, and he's going to basically come right there. And they're starting to encroach on the town square. Okay, then it'll be arenas go, which we've done. Roderick, you're up.
I've blinded him for you, my lord. Finally figuring out what's going on. Playing along, and I'll grab him. I'll grab Milivoy and start bringing him over to Strahd.
Okay, sure, you do that. Milivoy now blinking his eyes and beginning to regain his sight. He's like, whoa, that's kind of crazy.
Come on with us out of town now.
Yeah, southeast gate.
All right. Thank you. I'll say to Malin under my breath. That's it. I'm just getting ready to run wherever we're going.
Yeah, Milivoy doesn't care about appearances anymore, and he's gonna basically come down here instead. And he's just basically gonna be like, "Come this way, come on," because he doesn't want to deal with any of this right now. Cool. That was Roderick's go, and yeah, Tia. Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay, so you can see 30 feet in front of you.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. Go ahead.
She is basically just going to keep moving in this direction, probably to like here, until she at least gets a passing glance of, or at least hear commotion of her party members pass her. So
Yeah, make a perception check for me.
I clicked off my character sheet for some reason. 17.
Yeah, you hear them beginning to walk up behind you.
Alright. Then, she'll probably just use her stealth to hide in the darkness, so. 20.
Sure, okay. So you're just hiding there waiting for them to come up?
Yep.
Okay, we're essentially taking Isaac out of this right now. So it's going to be Malin, Milivoy, Irina, and Roderick all are going to go at once. And the guards are in the middle, so just for sake of brevity here, we're going to allow you guys to go first, and then the guards are going to come up. So you guys are all moving, following Milivoy's lead, right? Any
Yeah.
question?
Yeah. Is there something I can do?
Sure.
You said Isaac was out of the equation, which is what's messing with my brain. Is there any way to, what's going on specifically right now?
You see town guards coming up from this way, right here. You see a flock of about 6 of them. And they have all noticed you guys. Milivoy wants to lead you all out of a southern gate, which is a smaller one. But Isaac stayed where he is. And this guard is not there anymore. So you basically you're moving south, but you're trying to avoid this flock of guards right here who are coming up.
Never mind. What I'm gonna do would be catastrophic. Before we leave, Isaac stayed where he was. I just want to smile at him to try to give that impression that, based on other things I've said previously, that their festivals don't work. to just kind of smile at him and try to push that forward that nothing can keep me out.
Okay, sure. Yeah, make a performance this time. Because you're trying to convey a specific message.
19. And my
19.
performance is the highest at +9.
So 28. There you go. Yeah, you feel like you're getting the cocky attitude of Strahd through to this one guy pretty well.
Maybe he'll plant that seed in his burgomaster's head that leads to a revolt of some kind. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that's your action to do that. No, we'll make it a bonus. It's fine.
Yeah.
It was just a glance.
I mean, I'm going to be leaving, but I'm trying to do that while laughing. That I'm trying to personify the idea that nothing you're going to do is going to keep Strahd out of this place, and that I can go wherever the fuck I want.
Yeah. Which you feel like you're doing in the head of this one guy, for sure. If we're following Milovoy's lead here, and there are no... Oh no, you have a torch, don't you, Malin?
Dropped it at the,
You dropped it.
I dropped it earlier at the
he's-
stockades.
He's gonna roll a survival check to see if he can find his way to the gate.
Wait, who?
Milovoy. Because he doesn't
Are we
have
still on
dark
turn
vision.
order?
We're just saying that all of you guys go at once.
Okay, then if that's the case, I'm gonna give Eyes of the Night to how many people can I give it? Up to 4 willing creatures. So anybody who doesn't have dark vision has dark vision now.
That's all of you. Sweet. Okay, never mind for the survival check. So you guys just all come down here. As you come down, and Milroy points out that gate, you see that there is one guard who is standing in front of it, who is going to get in your way. There is now a flock coming behind you. They know where you are. Oh look, he's all squished.
Question. You said what I did was
Beating the
a
shit out of-
bonus, right? Or did you
Yeah.
change that?
That's a bonus, but I'm going to say that that happened before you reach the end of your turn here. So now the turn order resets. So if there's anything
Okay,
that the group
okay.
wants to do as a whole, just do it now.
I want to prestidigitation my fangs getting like bigger as like an illusionary effect as I hiss
Okay.
towards this person, and or before I hiss, I want to say do you want to be the next meal of Strahd?
Yeah, roll your intimidation again.
I'd like to be the next Curse of Strahd. Can I guidance him? Actually, no, never mind. That would be weird, right?
Did you get a nat 20?
Yeah.
This dude's on fire. Oh,
you
Nat
say that.
20. Thank God my computer fucking burned to the ground today, so at least the dice are being nice. Nat 20 plus intimidation plus 6, 26.
You say that towards this guard as he kind of turns to you, like, instinctively, and he doesn't even see you coming through the darkness. He just hears that you say that. And you watch he just kind of drops his spear in the ground right there, and he's like, "No, I'm good. It's okay. Just go." And that's it.
Thank you, Maddie, for these beautiful glowing dice.
Okay. So you guys all squeeze through this gate. Actually, no, it's locked. So Tia, I'm gonna need you to roll a lockpicking check, just to make sure that you can do it, because it would be low.
11.
Yeah, it's a side gate. It's not anything crazy. You just pick that lock and the gate swings open and you all dip as you are being chased out by a flurry of guards. And as you go down here, are you heading left or I should say east or west? Out of here.
West.
Roger would know.
That doesn't help me.
Can we head west? I mean south into the trees or no?
You
Is
can
that-
head south into the trees if you want to.
We're trying to avoid fight here. What if there's like, beasts of sorts in there.
Guards in the trees.
They're everywhere.
More like werewolves and whatnot.
As Roderick, I know where these places go. Where do these places go? If I go south, where am I heading? If I go north, where am I heading? If I go west, where am I heading? If I go east, where am I heading?
So just in general, out of Vallaki.
Yeah.
North is to Lake Zarovich. South is to the old Svalich Road. Oh, sorry, not. It's to the Svalich Woods. And there's a thicket of woods, like, directly south of you. To the west, there is a bridge, and beyond that, there are two places. There is an old manor and an old tower to your west, and to the east is the old bone grinder, which you recently burned to the ground. Malin, you are aware that Rictavio told you that he would be holed up in a tower to the west.
Yeah. Give me a second. Look at the chat.
It won't matter. We're about to be done.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if is Malin mentioning?
Yeah,
we should
I
go
would
west or
mention that.
something?
I would
right.
mention that.
Then I guess we'll go west.
Okay. So as you head west.
Can we take this trail that goes kind of in the woods though? Like, we're going west. We kind of hit this trail to go.
Yeah, if you wanna duck down into the woods.
Yeah, we would want to be
Yeah.
hidden.
Okay. So as you dip down to the west and south into the Svalich Woods, into the night, we are gonna end the episode there. You are together with Arena, and now Milivoy is tagging along as well. And we'll catch up with our resident fighters next time, our marshals. In the meantime, thanks everyone for watching. Thank you for coming out. We appreciate it. Let's keep making stories together, and we'll never see Vallaki again because everyone's banned. Bye.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is.